Welcome to the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son, a proud supporter of Moody Blue Devil football. I'm your host, David Simpson. Well, Coach, congratulations.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
On win number 4,
Yep.
2-0, another win in the region, so you're 2-0 in the region. Tough game Friday night.
Yeah. It felt it didn't feel very, clean. It felt like it was like a tough game. We were in it throughout, and then you go back and you watch the tape and you see the stats, and our offense had 426 total yards, had a 20-play drive before the half, and, came away with no points. But, we did some really, really good things. We didn't finish in certain areas on offense, but defensively, held them all night. And then I thought special teams-wise we were pretty clean besides the missed field goals. But, no, they're a really good football team. I know I said it last week, and that they came in, they played really hard. Coach does a good job getting them motivated, and schematically, on defense, they're a little unorthodox. They don't give you your typical box that you see, like a 3-2, 3-3, 4-2. They're just kind of got guys roaming around. They use a rover, which is hard to block, and so they did some things that kind of gave us some fits early. And then offensively, they run midline, triple option, then they'll break out and spread and run some different stuff. So, they did a good job keeping us on our toes, but ultimately, our guys played really hard, and we were able to find a way to get the win.
In the first quarter, you set the tone early with your defense.
Mm-hmm.
We get the ball, good field position on their 37-yard line, 5 plays in. CJ makes a great throw to Blaine.
Yep.
We're up 7-0. And then it's kind of like we couldn't get our hitting on all cylinders offensively. Can you kind of explain that a little bit?
Yep, penalties, shooting yourself in the foot. When our offense, I've said it before, we got 5 O-linemen that are starting in either new positions or their first-time starters. We got a first-time starting quarterback, and we got 2 to 3 receivers, depending on who's on the field, that have never started. So you're looking at any point in time, 7 to 8 to 9 new guys, and so they're still gelling, finding their chemistry, but shoot ourselves in the foot with some false starts on first down. We have 2 holdings that push our drives back, and then we have a touchdown call back in the second quarter. So just drive killers, and it's tough because you don't really have, a great 3rd and 21 play. No one does, but unless Davion comes back, then we can just throw it up to him. But no, like I said, it didn't feel good. And then you go back and watch the tape, and we moved the ball. We ran the ball. We threw the ball. Ran for over 200, threw for over 200, very balanced, but just only scored 28 points. It just didn't feel like it was, that clean of a game.
Going back to the penalties on the false start with the air horn, a lot of people have asked, is it against high school rules to have an air horn at a game? When I guess you can bring them, but when the team lines up to snap the ball, you're not supposed to do that, or
no,
what is the rule?
I've done some research. It's on the NFHS website, and I've, found that artificial noisemakers and or the band in music, like when the ball is being snapped and it's during the play, I didn't see anything where they gave a specific time frame pre-snap. So when I asked the Whitehead, I stopped the game. I walk out there because we had 2 false starts right away with it, and he just kind of gave me the old, it's not a rule necessarily, that's administration's got to handle that kind of thing because it's not on the field of play. It'd be like someone, walking outside the fence doing it, I guess is what he's saying. And I think he is correct. I think that when the ball is snapped, there cannot be. But then I read in an article that Southside's band got a penalty for playing during the play or something happened. So still looking for some clarification on that rule. Obviously, I'd encourage our fans not to do that regardless of situation. That's not beneficial to anybody. I don't think that is the right thing to do, especially if you're trying to get the other team to jump off sides. I think that just line up and play.
Yeah.
But Coach Slade bought an air horn, so we're going to use it. We're going to use it at practice. But, again, that just comes with reps. Like I said, the guys, those are on the left side, got some new starters, different guys in different spots, and they're figuring it out and they're doing a good job.
Well, we get into the second quarter. We hope they get a good drive going, and your defense holds them to a field goal. And then we get the ball back, have a great drive, and Aiden Robinson made one heck of a catch and ran over the defender, gets in the end zone. We thought it was against Lincoln, and then there was a flag at line of scrimmage, so we had offset penalties. We go into the half up 7-3, and it was kind of feeling like if we could just get one or two more scores, this thing is going to blow wide open. And third quarter, that ended up, we kind of got our groove.
Third quarter, we had 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, go up 28-3. Just executed, finished drives, and did a great job. And looked like who we want to be our standard on offense to score every time we touch it, and we did that. And, fourth quarter, jumping ahead, we got some guys in and kind of stalled a little bit, but still had some opportunities there moving the ball, got on their side of the field twice, and just didn't finish. But defense held their own and did a great job.
So in the fourth quarter, they're driving. They get down to the 3-yard line. Mm-hmm. Can you address putting the first teamers back in? Was it a pride thing?
Yeah.
To, hey, you're not going to score on us.
Yeah, so, we had the basically the entire A2 defense, which is like you can call them second string, but really they're like first and a half string, A1 and a halves. And so they're driving. They call a timeout because the clock was going to run out right there. There's 8 seconds left. So we get in the huddle. We say, first D back in, put our big boys in, and we tell them, hey, don't let them score. And they still had their first O. They Q sneak, get stuffed. They call another timeout, 3 seconds left. We do it, line up, do it again, get a stop. It's a great way to end the game. I know that probably, hurt on their side a little bit, thinking they were going to punch one in right there and you get stuffed at the end. But I've got nothing against their coach doing that. They're just trying to get some momentum, get a touchdown, make it 28-10, makes it feel a little better. I'm good with it. I have no issues. That shook his hand after the game. We laughed it off, and
that's good.
Yeah, it's on. Yeah, I got no problem. I promise. I'm all about competing, and I put my ones out there against his ones, and we were able to get a stop.
Well, it looks like CJ had a great night. Charlie Johnston, he was 20 of 35 for 206 yards and 3 TDs. And Blaine had another great night, 16 carries for 148 yards and 1 TD. One thing I noticed about Blaine, it was like he got a run. He kind of got banged up there. Second half, he came out a different.
Yeah.
I mean, he was on a mission. Can you touch on that a little bit?
Yeah. Blaine, man, he ran hard. He made some Blaine moves and did some really good stuff. And again, we got when we're in our wide formations, I'll say 4 wide formations, that we've got 5 O-linemen, a quarterback and running back, and they had 7 in the box all night. So for us to be able to find success in the run game, numbers-wise, you really shouldn't. 7 on 5 is not an advantage for us, but we were able to do some stuff. Blaine was able to make guys miss and really put some moves. And then Charlie, he did a really good job. The one thing that I love about him and say about him, man, his poise is unbelievable. Yeah. I mean, the kid, if he misses a throw, a lot of quarterbacks you can't yell at, you can't get on to him, but man, he just looks you and I say, yes sir, fix it, and he'll fix it. And so we kept taking shots, and we knew we were going to connect on him. And he throws a back shoulder on 4th and 10, 4th and goal from the 10. Man, it was beautiful.
It was beautiful.
And those are things you got to work time in over and over again. And so, like I said, all that's coming. And we're not going to quit taking shots. We're going to continue to throw the ball deep and stress defenses vertically. And so, you ended up having a good stat night, and we left a lot out there. There was a lot of touchdowns. I feel like we, miscommunication between Q and receiver or whoever, but it doesn't really matter. We're going to continue to grow him, and I'm really proud of him and super just proud of the kid and the poise that he has because it's not easy. He's
not rattled.
No, he's not, and that's the best part about him. And frame, arm strength, all that stuff, I'm telling you, is coming. The kid's got a great head on his shoulders, and I'm super happy and proud of him. We're just going to continue to get better and grow.
One thing, talk about your defense, your linebacker, Zane, Gavin, Marshall, lights out on tackles. But this week, your interior lineman with Logan and Cam Mallory and Caleb O'Neal, it's just unreal how they played Friday night. Yeah,
they played awesome. They're getting better every week. Coach Gaines does a tremendous job with our D-line. We're able to play 7 guys for 4 spots, which is extremely rare, I think, in 5A to have 7 guys that play significant reps. I know I looked at the rep chart this morning. I mean, it was like 31, 29, 28, 27, 28, like they were all right there, so it keeps them fresh. they're able to be productive. And like you said, in the middle, when you're able to control those interior gaps, lets your backers flow and run and make plays. And so they might not still show up on the stat sheet as much. I know I know this past game they did.
They did, yeah.
I know Cam and Meat both had around 10 tackles each, which is phenomenal. And Cam had a play where he chased the quarterback and outruns Charlie Kitts, who's on the 4x2 state championship relay team. Charlie's not slow now, and Cam outruns him to the ball, and Cam's going to play a long time. Going to play the sport a long time. He's special.
I agree with that, Coach. Well, congratulations again on the win. Also, it was Moody's, as a program, 200th win. Congratulations to the Moody football program for getting their 200th win. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about Shelby County. You're watching the Coach Jake Gainey Show, brought to you today by W.C. Wright & Son.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer? Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Contact Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
One might be tempted to say, "Excuse me, Mr. Grill Man, there appears to be a little extra burger on my burger." You're dang right there is. Everybody goes to Milo's.
Welcome back to the Coach Jake Gainey Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son. Joining me now is offensive lineman right tackle J.B. Myers, who's a sophomore, and sophomore linebacker Jagger Ludolph. Guys, welcome to the Jake Gainey Show. JB, we'll start with you. Friday night, how was the game Friday night, you thought?
I think it was okay, but it definitely wasn't the best that we could have done. Offense, we had a bunch of yards. We were moving the ball. We couldn't really finish like we could have. And a bunch of penalties were like stabbing us in the foot. And we just could have played a lot better.
So does the air horn bother you?
It doesn't bother me, but it bothers some of my teammates, and we're going to get that fixed.
So Coach Slade said you graded out at 87. You kind of happy with that, or do you obviously you want to get 100. Does anybody get 100?
I don't think anybody can really get 100 because we're human. We're going to mess up. But in 87, I could have done better. I believe that I could have done way better than that.
So you had some loafs in there, loafing.
Yeah.
So what happens when you loaf? Do you have to run it practice?
No, sir. We'll just watch the film, go over it, and then practice. We'll fix it, correct it.
So this week is homecoming. A lot of people will be here. Have you seen any film on Shelby County?
I have. They've got some great guys on their team. With homecoming this week, it's just going to be a week that we need to lock in. There's going to be a bunch of distractions. We just need to lock in and keep it about us.
Focus on your opponent, right? Mm-hmm. So don't go out at night during homecoming week and get in trouble.
No.
Well, that's good. Good talking to you, JB. Looking forward to Friday night. You having and your offensive lineman having a good game. Now I want to talk to Jagger Ludolph, our linebacker, sophomore. So, Jagger, you really have upped your game last several games. Can you kind of go into detail of how it is coming in when some starters get hurt or start subbing? How do you approach the game?
I just stay locked in on the sidelines if I'm not in, just making sure if their helmet pops off or something, I'm ready to go in and fill their role as good as I can.
So I noticed you were on kickoff, and you really go down there fast. Do you enjoy being on the kickoff team?
Yes, sir. Kickoff's fun. You get to hit people and stuff.
So have you had any you played a lot Friday night, and I think you had total 10 tackles. Does each game as you get in, do you just, I guess, build momentum as you stay in there longer?
Yes, sir. I just got to get in and fill it out, and then whenever I'm good, I can fly around. I just got to get locked in.
Well, your defense is good as advertised, and we're looking forward to this Friday night. Have you seen any video on Shelby County?
Yes, sir. They got a good bit of athletes. The quarterback is very athletic, and we just got to make sure we contain him and play good.
So it's homecoming week, so no distractions, right?
Yes, sir. No distractions. No rolling nobody.
That's
Nothing like that.
Well, guys, have you had anybody, Jagger, look at you from a college or any letters or anything?
Not yet, but we're working on that.
Well, I think keep doing what you're doing, and JBU as well. I'm sure with Coach Slade and your position coach, all of them are going to start. Great opportunity with the way the 411 network has your plays out there and has y'all out there on the media. It's going to help college recruiters find y'all. So we're looking forward to this Friday night. We pray for a good, healthy game for both of you, and thank you for your time today.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're watching the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son. We'll be right back where we talk to Coach Jake Gaines about Shelby County.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Play hard, play to win. But when sports injuries occur, you can rely on Encore. Our professional team treats all types of sports-related injuries for athletes of all ages. Our licensed therapists work closely with the patient, your family, and physician to get you back into action quickly and safely. At Encore, we love to see you move. Log on to EncoreRehab.com for a location near you.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
Welcome back to the Coach Jake Gaines Show, sponsored today by W.C. Wright & Son. Well, Coach, this week is homecoming. A lot of alumni is going to be coming in. About the distractions, I know there's a lot of activities going on this week. How does you and your coaching staff handle the distractions during homecoming week?
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot on the kids. They've got pep rallies, they've got class wars, they've got stuff that they're not shouldn't be partaking in at night happening. But for us, you just got to make it. We set the standard, and we talk about we got to live to the standard to play the standard. So we got to handle this week. We're going to practice in the morning 2 days just to kind of get it out, have their full attention and focus, and then come in the afternoon after the school stuff's done and watch film, maybe do a walk. But besides that, nothing much will change. But last year I was a little worried. My senior class was a little rambunctious, but they handled it well. We came out. We started a little slow versus Springville. We ended up winning. I think it was like 52-13 maybe. So we ended up playing pretty well. So I trust these guys. I've got great leaders, my seniors. We're in the locker room and they control it. So I feel very confident that we'll be able to handle this week. So
looking at Shelby County, what do they type of offense and defense do they run?
Mm-hmm. So offensively, it's 11 personnel. So they have a tight end, number 13. He's a bigger body, does a really good job. But they'll line them up at receiver. So it's the same bodies, and they'll make 10 personnel formations or 11 personnel. 10 personnel is 1 running back, 0 tight ends, 4 receivers. 11 is 1 running back, 1 tight end, 3 receivers. So they make those two kinds of formations. They run inside runs, just normal inside zone, counter, and then on the perimeter they run, different concepts, 2-man concepts, 3-man concepts. And they got a quarterback, number 10. He's very, very good. He's athletic, does a really good job getting out of the pocket, making plays, extending plays. And then defensively they're a true 3-4, so they'll be 3 down, 4 backers. They're all tied into the box. So, they do a really good job. They hadn't started the way they wanted to, but Coach Ellison's a great coach and a friend of mine, and I know he'll have them ready to play.
So they're 1-3. They got a win. Not this past week. They were off. The week before that, they got their first win against Jemison. Mm-hmm. To me, it seems like every team we play either brings their A game or they have an off week to prepare for you. Yeah. You mentioned at the end of the game last week that this was kind of a rivalry game for you playing at Chelsea. Can you kind of touch on that a little bit?
Yeah, so playing at Chelsea, this was our big rival. They don't play anymore. Chelsea's now 7A, but man, it was a big deal. County Road 47 runs from City Hall in Columbiana to City Hall in Chelsea, and I actually live on 47, and my address is Columbiana. It's Chelsea Schools, but it's Columbiana address, so really close to home, literally. I know a bunch of the coaches. 2 of them were with me at Chelsea that are there now. A bunch of the players, I see the last names, and I'm wondering if they're older brother, uncle, if I know some of them. But it's really, really good people, and just excited. They hosted us, and we're very welcoming. I'm excited to host them, and because I know when I was in high school, our region, it was Moody, Sylacauga, Chelsea, Briarwood, the teams kind of, and so that's why when we did that outer region schedule when I first got the job, we got Sylacauga on there, and we got Shelby County. So I was just trying to bring back that old region that I got to play in for some nostalgic stuff. But no, I'm really excited. That rivalry, that fire, it's kind of gone away. I don't think they've played Chelsea in a very long time. But like I said, it was one of those old school rivalries. What I would consider like a Moody Odenville kind of deal, literally 411, runs both ways, and 47 runs both ways, and so really excited, opportunity to get to coach against them.
So last week and during Bishop McNamara, our crowd was kind of like quiet. Got homecoming week coming in. When does our crowd really needs to be loud during a football game? Can you kind of touch on that?
Yeah, I think that I think it's it's hard at times to know when exactly to cheer and stuff, because I think in college you go to Brian Denny or Jordan Hare, and like you got different things that are and it's different environment, different atmosphere. I think for us, the biggest thing is like third down on defense. That's when we need the loudest, because that's when we're typically bringing pressure or doing this, and they're trying to get the call, and that's when you get the stop. We hold it up. You see our guys on the sideline. Everybody holds it up. Coaches hold it up. Players on the field hold it up. And then when we're on offense, I think it's naturally the time that you want to cheer, but really we need it quiet when we're on offense so that I can yell to the quarterback from 20 yards away and he can hear me, and sometimes we'll complete a big play, we get loud, and then we stay loud, and so I don't want to deter our fans from cheering at all, but typically you say third down on defense, really anytime we're on defense, but third down especially, and then we're on offense, after a big play, let's get loud, and then let's calm back down. And our sideline's probably the worst, because I'll turn around and I'll see all my young bucks, and they're pumping the crowd up, and it's second down. I'm like, guys, we can't hear, because our fans can get really loud when they want. But man, we appreciate their support, and we've had 2 home games. We got a third in a row, and let's pack this thing out and make homecoming really special. So
that's the challenge. When we are on defense, we need to be very loud. So, Coach, looking forward to this Friday night homecoming. Injury-wise, I know you really don't want to talk about injuries, but it looks like we're going to be okay for this game.
We're going to be okay. We're getting Braden Wright back this week, which is huge.
Oh, wow, that's great.
And Chase Jackson, if we decide to use him, he'll be able to go as well. So besides Amon, we would technically be all the way back, which we haven't been since week 1. So really excited, kind of the trajectory. It hit us early, and we've weathered that storm, that adversity. And, again, those are circumstances we got to overcome. But happy with our injury prevention. Shout out to our trainer, Brian, and Coach Colby at Amp Fitness, and Coach Cam. Man, they do a great job. Saturday mornings we do active recovery. We're doing treatment. We go to cryo. We get IVs. We do everything we can to take that excuse and circumstance out of the kids' hands and get our kids back to play.
Well, Coach, thank you for your time today.
Yes, sir.
Again, it's homecoming. There will be a lot of Moody alumni coming to this game. Get here early. Kickoff is at 7 p.m. Gates will open between 5 and 5:30. 411 Network will probably go on there around 6 p.m. with the pregame around 6:30. We will be showing the homecoming court on the 411 Network, so there'll be a lot of activities going on. And we'll see you next week as we recap the Shelby County game. Deep within our hearts lie memories, shared these years gone by, as we sing our alma mater, our own Moody High. Time may cause us separation as we choose our fate in life. Naught can cause us to forget thee. Hail to Moody High. Webster defines homecoming as the return of a group of people, usually on a special occasion, to a place formerly frequented or regarded as home. Hello again, everybody. Welcome to the 411 Network. I'm David Simpson, the voice of the Moody Blue Devils, alongside Brett Staggs and the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. We welcome you to Bill Morris Stadium for Homecoming 2023. For those alumni attending or watching tonight's game on the 411 Network, we welcome you back home. Well, guys, we're back at the Bill for another Friday Night Lights. Brett Staggs, we're glad you're back. Thank Brett Madison for filling in last week. He did an awesome job. But Brett Staggs, we're glad you're back for tonight's homecoming game.
Yes, sir. Back in the saddle, and I couldn't be more excited. Like you mentioned it last week, Brett Madison, he did a great job. Two Bretts sharing the same position, so it's an honor to share this position with him. I am an alumni of Moody High School, born here. I bleed blue and white. I grew up in Moody my entire life, never lived anywhere else, and so I'm so excited to be back. This game, this night means so much to me, and it is a perfect night for Friday Night Lights as we get kicked off here in Bill Morris Stadium coming up.
So you said you bleed blue and white. I thought it was blue and gold.
Well, it's been a few different colors in my tenure. They had some Vegas gold thrown in there, some Carolina blue at one point. We've had gray. Somebody put black in the tenure, which I don't know how you do that with Navy at one point. But here we are. I think we're finally settling in to blue, white, and a little bit of gold out on the edge over there.
Well, let's go down to the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. Willie, how's the mood down there on the sideline for Homecoming 2023?
Well, the mood's excitement. Wonderful time with the parade. The guys, the players had a great time with that. Now they're focusing on the mission at hand, and that's to take care of the Shelby County Wildcats, who have been a thorn in our side, as I will talk to you about later on.
Willie will be giving us the history of the series between these two schools. We want to thank Eric Parsons for providing today all the pep rallies at each school. He was up and running around early this morning getting that all set up. So a big shout out to our producer engineer, Eric Parsons, for getting that video put out there on the 411 Network. If you have not seen it, you can go back on our 411 Network page on Facebook or on YouTube and view those. Also, our YouTube subscribers, we're up to about 840 subscribers, so we are getting close to at 1,000 membership on our subscribers on YouTube. Also, Facebook has hit over 3,000 following on Facebook, 3,000. So that's awesome. I want to thank everybody for watching on the 411 Network. This thing's going to be hopefully we're going to build from it and be able to broadcast more than just football games. So we do have homecoming tonight. The Moody Blues Marching Band will be coming onto the field in about 15 minutes. And then at halftime, the Shelby County Wildcat Band will be performing, and then we'll have homecoming court, which will be announced tonight by my partner, Brett Staggs. His first time to do homecoming. And
I'm looking forward to it. If I don't get every single name right, you can email me at davidsimpson@gmail.com and take out your complaints there.
I appreciate that, Brett. And,
yes,
I haven't received any emails to that address yet, so that's a good thing, I guess.
Praise God.
As the crowd starts coming into the Bill Morris Stadium, it's going to be hopefully a good crowd tonight as the teams are going into their pregame warm-ups. We're going to go ahead and get into our game day picks. This is something we look forward to every Friday night. And overall on the year, last week, I'll go ahead and do last week's results. We had 5 games to pick because we had three teams that were played that high school called Open. And so they did not have a game last week. So last week, Willie was a perfect 5-0.
Come on, Willie.
And myself, I was 5-0. So me and Willie,
good job, guys.
We just got that same vibe going. Brett Staggs was 4-1, and Brett Madison was 5-0. Overall, Brett Staggs is 27-8. Willie is 25-10. And I'm 25-10. I did not throw Brett Madison in there for overall because he would be dead last. And, so
he's undefeated, though.
That's true. That's right. He's 1,000%. So we're going to go ahead and get our games. We got 10 ball games to pick tonight. So our first game is the Hayden Wildcats, 0-4, at the Asheville Bulldogs 0-4. So this is a game somebody's going to get their first win of the season.
Yes, sir.
Willie, who do you have?
This is the 10th meeting between these two. Asheville holds a 5-4 lead. Hayden evens this series tonight with a big win at Asheville.
All right. Willie goes with Asheville. Let me get my pen and mark them down. All right, Brett Staggs, who you got?
Yes, sir. Both teams 0-4 coming into this game. Hayden's been beat by a larger margin by their opponents, but their opponents, to me, have seemed to be a little bit tougher. So I'm taking Hayden Wildcats to get their first victory against Asheville tonight.
And that's going to be another 3-0 pick. I'm going with the Hayden Wildcats to get their first win of the game of the year. Game number 2, Victory Christian Lions 3-2 at Galesville Trojans, who are 0-5. Willie, who do you have?
You know I love this history. This is the 4th meeting between the Lions and the Trojans, with the Lions winning the first 3 meetings. All the games have been close. However, none of them games with losses have been close this season. Victory Christian gets the win tonight.
Yes, sir. I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. I've missed 8 picks on this entire year, and I think Victory Christian has been 10 of them. So if you can do the math on that and see how that works out. But today, I don't want to be fooled again. I'm taking Victory Christian to beat Galesville Trojans. Galesville's been struggling this year. They're 0-5. So Victory to advance to 5-2 at the end of tonight.
And I'm also going with Victory Christian. Coach Terry Etheridge is going to get his 4th victory of the year tonight. He will get that over Galesville, who is 0-5. Game number 3, the Ragland Purple Devils 2-3 at Pleasant Valley Raiders, who are 4-0. This is an interesting game right here, guys.
Sure is.
So, Willie Strickland, who do you have?
I'm going to go basketball on you. Tonight is game 7 of a 7-game series, knotted up at 3.
Oh, wow.
Pleasant Valley won last year's meeting at Ragland 32-6, and they will win tonight against Ragland as well.
You know, I went back and forth on this game a little bit. If you look at the record, you know, the Pleasant Valley Raiders are 4-0. Ragland's sitting at 2-3. You may think that's an easy pick. Ragland's got a worse record, but in my opinion, against tougher opponents. I think this is going to be a close game. I could see it going either way. But I ponied up, and I took Ragland to win tonight against Pleasant Valley.
And, Willie, I missed your pick. I'm sorry somebody stopped by. You picked on this game Ragland and Pleasant Valley?
I picked Pleasant Valley.
Okay. And again, me and Willie's DNA here, mindset, because I'm picking Pleasant Valley as well. So Brett steps out and goes with Ragland.
We'll see what happens.
All right, game 4. Pale City Panthers 1-3 at Eufaula Tigers 3-2. Another interesting matchup. Willie, who do you have?
Yes, it is, because this is only the 2nd meeting between the two schools. Eufaula won last season at Pale City 54-35. Pale City has gotten better each week, and they're also coming off a bye week. I'm going to pick my boy Nikita Getzmanshuk and the Pale City Panthers.
All right.
Willie, I'm with you. Pale City has played everyone tough except for, of course, those Clay Chalkville, really tough kids over there in Clay Chalkville. So I'm taking Pale City to win tonight to pick up their 2nd win under Coach Rush Probst.
Well, I went back and forth on this one, and I'm actually going to go with Eufaula Tigers.
Not a bad
on
pick.
This game. I kind of looked at it, and it's not going to surprise me if Pale pulls off the victory. But I just got a feeling Eufaula's going to play it at home. I know they had an off week. Pale City did. I know they went down a day early. They were able to travel down a day early and kind of get the atmosphere, which I think is a good thing to do that far away from home. So I'm going with Eufaula Tigers. Game 5. Now we're going to start getting into our region opponents. Game 5. Springville Tigers 2-3 overall and 1-2 in the region. They're at the Aniana Redskins, who are 3-2 on the year. Willie, who do you have?
I didn't realize these two teams have played as much as they have, but Springville has not fared well against the Redskins, winning only 4 out of 16 meetings.
Wow.
The Redskins are off to a great start and won last year 53-22. They will also win tonight. Aniana Redskins.
Yep.
I went back and forth on this one. The Redskins played incredibly well last year, but call me negative Nancy. neither one of these football teams have had a very impressive win in this season. Like I said, I went back and forth. I just haven't seen enough from Springville. They haven't won an impressive game to me as the season's really shaken out. So I'm taking the Aniana Redskins to beat Springville tonight.
And I'm going to go. It's another 3-0 pick. I'm also picking the Redskins to beat Springville tonight.
If we go down, then we go down together.
That's right. Game 6, St. Clair County Fighting Saints, 1-3 overall, 0-2 in the region. That's Region 6. They're at Elmore County Panthers, who are 3-1. Willie, who do you have?
I'm going to start this off like this. Have either one of y'all ever been to Eclectic, Alabama?
I've never.
I don't think so.
Well, neither is St. Clair. The Panthers won last season 35-13 at St. Clair, and they will also win tonight at home against the Fighting Saints.
All right, Willie goes Elmore County.
Short and sweet for me. I'm taking Elmore County. Haven't seen enough from the Saints yet this season.
And I'm going with Elmore County as well. They're 3-1. St. Clair Young Ball Club, I think the new football coach, Tyler Robinson, will get that program turned around. It's just going to take some time. I'm picking Elmore County to beat St. Clair County tonight. So that's another 3-0 pick. Game 7, Sylacauga Aggies, 0-5. They're at Leeds Green Wave, 3-1 overall and 2-0 in Region 6. Willie, who do you have?
Now, if y'all didn't know, tonight is also homecoming
right.
for the Leeds Green Wave. And this is a pretty close series. This is the 10th meeting with Leeds up 5-4. The Aggies at one point in time won 3 straight in the series, but Leeds has had no mercy on in the last 2 meetings, winning with a total of 91-27. Leeds wins homecoming tonight.
All right, Brett.
There you go. I'm going to go out on a limb and say this was the easiest pick of the night. There's a reason that Leeds chose this game for homecoming, so I'm taking the Green Wave to get a dub at home today.
And another 3-0 pick. I'm also picking the Greenies to win the homecoming 2023 there at Homer Smiles Field. Game 8, Central Clay County Volunteers, 4-0 at Alexandria Valley Cubs, 0-5 overall, and 0-3 in Region 6. Willie, who do you have?
I'm going to make this one pretty quick. Central Clay County looks like the Central Clay County of old.
Sure do.
Alexandria does now.
Great.
Therefore, the Volunteers win big tonight.
Brett?
I'm going to agree with you. The undefeated Volunteers are going to keep that up. They're going to defeat a struggling Valley Cup team in Lou Scales Stadium. Central Clay County Volunteers take the win tonight.
Alexandria is 0-5. I think it's the first time since 1960-something that they have been 0-5. So that's a program that has a lot of tradition over the years. We all know that. We've all experienced that over the years. But I'm picking Central Clay County is going to be too strong. Another 3-0 pick on pick number 8, game number 8. Game number 9, the Boaz Pirates, 2-3 at Southside Gaston Panthers, 4-1, 3-0 in Region 6. Willie, who do you have?
So apparently this is a great midseason rivalry. This is a great series between these two. It's tied 12 wins each.
Wow.
They aren't far apart, and the Pirates won last year 41-20. The Panthers are at home tonight, and they're going to win at home tonight. I picked Southside.
I'm going to go ahead and agree with you. These teams share a common opponent that both of them have already played this season. Southside lost by just 4 points to a pretty solid Gunnersville team. Boaz lost by 21 to Gunnersville. I'm not a mathematician, but I like the Panthers this week to get a victory. Southside Gaston for me.
All righty. You know, this game, I went back and forth on it, but Southside Gaston is starting to get their groove. They're 3-0 in the region. Pay attention to that, because they can be a spoiler between either us, Moody, or Leeds. So they'll get Leeds before they get us. So it's going to be interesting to watch them. But I'm also going with Southside Gaston to beat the Pirates tonight. So that's another 3-0 pick. All right, game number 10. Shelby County Wildcats, 1-3 at the Moody Blue Devils, 4-1 and 2-0 in Region 6. Willie, who do you have?
Of course, I'll talk about the series here in just a few minutes, but Shelby County has been a thorn in our side over the years, but they will not be a thorn tonight. We will pull the thorn out, and Moody will take care of business tonight.
Yes, sir. If I had a Blue Devil mascot head, I'd be putting it on my noggin right now. Shelby County's coming off an off week, but I don't think it's going to be enough to help them defeat the Blue Devils tonight in Bill Morris Stadium. The Moody Blue Devils will win on homecoming, and we'll roll Toomer's Corner to celebrate.
Or we'll roll Dr. Walters' house
yes,
again.
Sir.
Happy
birthday, by the way.
I'm going, this one, a game, Moody is heavily favored in this game. I think I saw, believe it or not, there is point spreads on high school games. I saw it was like 34-point. Moody was like a 35-point favorite on this game, which scares me because,
I agree.
If the kids read into that, they think, well, all I got to do is walk out on the field and we'll get the W. You don't do that in high school football, especially in 5A or any classification in high school football. Tonight, and I know Willie is going to go into detail of the history, and Brett's going to do his stag steps to victory later on before kickoff. I just think Moody, talking to the players early in the week, they got to take care of business. They know after this game what lies ahead. It's all region games. So this is going to be what they work for in the winter, spring, and summer and fall camps to get ready. So I'm also going with the Moody Blue Devils tonight.
Yes, sir.
So that's our picks, game day picks. And hope you enjoy those picks. We really enjoy giving them to you. Right now we're going to take a quick timeout. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Want to know why it's hard to stop a train? It's how we've invented products that reinvented our world. It's how we test as hard as the elements do. It's how we run.
What? How is that a flag?
You landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
Contact local agent Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
One might be tempted to say, excuse me, Mr. Grill Man, there appears to be a little extra burger on my burger. You're dang right there is. Everybody goes to
I had to give me my opportunity to make
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium, Homecoming 2023. Welcome back to all the alumni that are here tonight and those that are watching on the 411 Network. We appreciate you supporting this channel. We're going to bring you the Moody Blue Devils marching band is setting up for their pregame. Basically, they're going to do their halftime show before kickoff tonight as it's homecoming. And we'll show the homecoming court and the crowning of Miss Moody High 2023 coming up. So if any of those businesses out there, we've heard from several new businesses that are wanting to advertise here on the 411 Network. You can inquire on that information by sending an email to 411network@sccboe.org, and we can get you all that information to create a commercial for your business, a local business outside Moody or outside the Moody area. So we're getting ready to show the Moody Blue Devils band. We'll go down live with our field camera. Again, the sun is behind the trees, which is
it feels glorious.
A godsend, to be honest with you, because it's right on us. Beginning of the season, that sun was brutal, as we all know. So I'm waiting on the drum major. She's getting all set up. And once she does her thing, we're going to turn it over to the Moody Blues marching band.
Such a fun week for the entire student body at Moody High School. I remember what it's like being a student in Moody, all the exciting festivities.
So you were a player. Well, the band's about to start, so we're going to take it down to the field. Enjoy the Moody Blue Devil marching band.
St. Clair County Superintendent Justin Burns, Principal Dr. Chris Walters, Band Director Dr. Bradley Sargent, Auxiliary Sponsors Ms. Brittany Hathcock, and Auxiliary Captains Gabby Warren, Emma McCarroll, and Carter Ellis Walton. Please welcome the 2023 Moody Blue Devils Marching Band. Tonight's performance is under the field direction of drum major Alexa McCain and features the classic rock tunes Jump, Open Arms, Don't Stop Believin', and Dream On. Drum major Alexa McCain, is your band ready? You may take the field.
All right, welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium, where you've been watching the Moody Blue Devils Marching Band halftime show during pregame, as this is Homecoming 2023. So right now we're going to go down. We're about 20 minutes, actually about 21 minutes before kickoff, and we're going to go down to Willie Strickland, and he's going to give he looks forward to every week. We look forward to this every week, a history between these two schools.
Excuse me, Mr. Grill Man. There appears to be a little extra burger on my burger. You're dang right there is.
And Willie's mic seems. Go ahead, Willie.
Try it out now.
Ah,
there we go.
There we go. Okay. I had to find the camera. All right, are we ready?
Yes, sir.
I believe so. We're ready. The camera's on you, man.
All right. So as I said earlier when we were talking, Shelby County has been a thorn in the side of the Moody Blue Devils over the years, holding an 8-3 lead over Moody. Their first meeting was back in 2002. The Wildcats won actually the first 6 meetings before Moody got its first win in the series 27-20 in 2016, which was my first year over here, and my godson, Ethan Jeff's junior year. Moody has won the last 2 meetings, including winning at Shelby County for the first time in the history of the series last year, 47-0. That will make that series 4 games, that'll be 4-8 against the Wildcats after tonight's done.
Yes, sir.
Awesome, Willie. Thank you so much for that information. So we got about a little under 20 minutes before we have kickoff and all the pregame festivities with the buses coming out, teams running out. And so right now I guess we're going to turn it over to Brett Staggs and have the Staggs Steps to Victory. Brett.
Yes, sir. I'm fired up about these tonight. And as I said, if the Moody Blue Devils can follow these 3 Staggs Steps to Victory, they're going to leave Bill Morris Stadium with a W. And if they don't, you can email me at davidsimpson@gmail.com. Send all your complaints today. So 3 steps to victory coming straight from Brett Staggs. The first one, shout out to Coach Cam. We got to start fast tonight. It's homecoming, baby, and the momentum factor is bigger and badder than almost any other week. We got to get out to an early lead offensively, and we got to smother them on the defensive side of the football so we can set the tone early and ride that way for the rest of the game. So the first one, start fast. Number 2, let's let it fly. Charlie Johnson threw the ball more times last week than any other game this season, and not to jinx him, but there's one stat that he has a big old 0 column in, and I'll let you guys do the work to figure out what that one is, and it's a great thing. So let's let him get the ball up and out early and often. What happens when he's able to do that is it opens up running lanes for Blaine Burke to do his thing, and when they're working in tandem, it's a hard train to stop. The run sets up the pass, and the pass sets up the run, and the Moody Blue Devils will stumble their way into a victory. So start fast, let it fly, and then also on the defensive side of the football, no fly zone. That defensive back's coming back. Chase Jackson is suited up again tonight for the Moody Blue Devils. Number 2 is back in action after recovering from an injury. He's as needed. I don't expect him to play as much as he will later on this season, but the defensive backs need to shut down those open receivers, give our defensive ends and our interior line an opportunity to make some big plays in the backfield, force them to go one-dimensional, stop throwing the football, make him one-dimensional with the run, and then Cam Mallory, Logan Hall, and company are going to do the rest, stuffing them up. So we got to start fast, let it fly, and no fly zone. Those are the Staggs steps to victory. I'm expecting Katie Barnes, Cam Mallory, and the brothers of Boom, Zane and Gavin, to make a big impact on tonight's game for the Moody Blue Devils.
I absolutely love that name.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
I like that. So we'll remember that tonight.
The brothers of Boom.
Brothers of Boom. So on the Charlie Johnston, don't want to jinx, their family's probably one of our biggest fan club guys. I talked to Charlie's daddy after the game or each home game, and he talks about all the folks that are their family watching on the 411 network. So hopefully it won't happen tonight, but if it does, Brett Staggs brought it up first. Johnston
you can blame
family.
Me, you can blame me. Speaking of Charlie Johnson, I'll give some quick statistics from last week for him.
Yep.
Charlie was 20 of 35 through the air. Really good game for him. 206 yards passing, so that's a great game from Charlie. He had 3 touchdowns and, again, 0 interceptions. And here's a statistic that I really like from last week. Braden Wright, another receiver who's back in action tonight, again, did not suit up last week, but we still had 4 guys with 3 or more receptions. So he was spreading the ball around. He was getting it to his playmakers. That's a big deal from Charlie Johnson. Rushing for the team, we had 27 carries and 215 yards. Blaine Burke led the way. You know it. 16 carries for 148 yards. A 9.3 yards per carry average, and also a touchdown. Katie Barnes, one of our most productive receivers on the season. 6 catches for 71 yards and a pair of touchdowns. And the defense side of the ball showed up, showed out. Zane Smith, Gavin Baker, the brothers of Boom. Zane Smith, 13 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss. Gavin Baker, 12 total tackles, 1 tackle for loss, and a sack. Throw in Marshall Teofilo with 11 total tackles and a tackle for loss. And keep in mind, this young man wasn't even a starter on the football team at the beginning of the season, and he has put his stamp on Bill Morris Stadium. And then you can't forget about the big nasties in the middle of the defensive line, Logan Hall and Cam Mallory, 10 tackles apiece. They stuffed the team last week, and we're hoping and expecting them to do the same this week. I love that defense for Moody. I absolutely love them.
Good as advertised.
Yes,
I don't know
sir.
if you guys follow Twitter or X. I still call it Twitter. I don't have a hard time calling it X for some reason. But I've follow a couple of college or high school that looks at colleges that are looking at players, and Gavin Baker is starting to get some recognition out there, which is,
it's good to hear.
And you'll start seeing more and more. We have a lot of sophomores and juniors playing, and they're more reps they get next year is going to be just as good or better. But we got to take care of this season.
Agreed.
One thing I want to talk about Chase Jackson being back wearing number 2. Our fans that have been watching games, you've been seeing number 2 on the field. That's been Marshall Teofilo. He wanted to wear number 2 for a couple of games. Coach Gaines allowed that to happen. I don't really know the whole story behind why he switched numbers. Brett, you may know.
Yes, sir. So we have a couple of number 6s. Marshall Teofilo wears number 6, and also Aiden Robinson wears number 6. Marshall Teofilo, if you remember in the Alexandria game, he got a few snaps on the offensive side of the ball on the same time as Aiden Robinson, and it's a rule here in Moody, in Alabama athletics. You can't have 2 same numbers on the same side of the football. So it just made everything a little bit easier for the Blue Devils while Chase Jackson was out.
So Marshall Teofilo will be back at number 6. Chase Jackson, if he plays, he is suited up, and he is, I think, talking to Coach Gaines and the coaching staff, he is as needed basis. I don't think they want to rush anything due to the fact is we get into the heart of the region play next week, and now you're starting to see the teams kind of separating themselves in the region. You got Leeds, or you got Moody, Leeds, Southside Gaston undefeated in the region. Springville sitting there. Lincoln can still surprise some people. I think the bottom half, and this is not throwing any shade toward those 2 schools, but Alexandria and St. Clair County are still trying to get it together, trying to rebuild that program. And they're just probably going to finish at the bottom of the region, trying to get the 4th spot. The fourth, you got 4 teams trying to battle for a shot at the dance. That's what Coach Gaines had, touched on a couple of weeks ago. He goes, I just want a shot at the dance. So that means either 1st, 2nd, 3rd, or 4th. You want to do 1 or 2 because you host.
Yes,
you
sir.
host. We want to do 1. Obviously, that's the goal of the Blue Devils, to get 1 so you could host first week and probably the 2nd week. And Moody has never gotten past the 3rd round. I think we've one time 3rd round against Deschler here. Back in John Grosh, that's 2004 season. If those watching remember that game, it had poured. And, Brett, I don't know. Willie, you were born then.
2004, let's
yes,
see.
I was born then.
7 years old, Brett Staggs.
Okay.
2004.
So that game that week, it came a monsoon.
Yes, it did.
Monsoon here in the field. Well, we're getting ready for the prayer and the national anthem, so we'll pause for that.
Dear Heavenly Father, we gather before you today with hearts full of gratitude and anticipation as we prepare for this football game.
We thank you for the opportunity to come together as a community to celebrate the talents and skills of athletes. We ask for your guidance and protection over the prayers, coaches, and officials. May they complete with integrity
and sportsmanship.
May they display their abilities to the best of their God-given talents and strive for excellence in all they do. Lord, be with us as spectators, helping us to support our teams with enthusiasm and respect for our opponents. Let this game be a reminder of the values of teamwork, confidence, and unity. We pray for the safety on the field, asking that you shield all participants from injury and harm. Grant them the strength to endure, and may they find joy in the midst of challenges. Above all, Lord, we recognize that you are the ultimate source of strength and inspiration. In victory or defeat, may remember that our true purpose is to glorify you in all that we do. Help us be gracious in both triumph and loss. We place this football game in your hands, Lord, and we ask for your presence throughout. In the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, we pray. Amen.
That was our prayer and national anthem here at Bill Morris Stadium. I want to thank all the men and women serving in our military all across the world, protecting us. Also, our first responders here at Bill Morris Stadium and all across America, putting their life on the line each and every day. As we're going back, talking before the prayer and national anthem, we're talking about the 2004 season, the third round. Moody hosted here against Deshler, and it had rained, and the field really didn't drain that well. If you notice now, going toward the south end zone, is a 3-foot drop, so the field was not level. Deshler came in. Back then, Deshler was a very high-powered, powerful team.
Yes, they
were. I think John Mothershed, I think it was his last name, was the head football coach for Deshler, was there for a long time. I believe he won maybe 1 or 2 state championships at Deshler. I'm not sure on that. Anyway, we hosted, didn't come out successful. I remember Bubba Doty had a bad leg injury, ended up tearing his ACL that night. So those alumni watching on the 411 network that played that year, you remember that game. So Coach Gaines talked about it. He mentioned it about winning a blue map here. He's we talked about wins and losses, and his goal is to bring the blue map here at Moody, and you got to have that mindset, Brett. You got to, that's the main goal, is to bring, get to the dance, and that's why he's trying to schedule these non-region games. Now again, this schedule was pretty much set when he got hired here. So next year, it will be interesting to see what he schedules for non-region games.
Agreed.
To get his team prepared for the playoffs in November. As they say, they remember November. So we're getting ready for the buses, new tradition here at Bill Morris Stadium. If you have not seen the buses come around, you need to come to a home game. Make your way down here to the Bill and see that live in person. It's pretty impressive. Again, we want to thank all our sponsors who support Moody Blue Devil football, who support the 411 Network, and also support the Coach Jake Gaines show that showed every Wednesday. We hope you enjoy those. We try to get an in-depth look into the program, try to ask some questions. I know he doesn't like talking about injuries, but
Yeah.
I do bring it up, and he kind of mentioned this week's show, of the injuries we had. So the captains for tonight, they're coming onto the field, and they are Lou Bearden, Grant Atkinson, and Charlie Kitts. And also, we
got Hayden Bowman in there as well.
Yeah, Hayden Bowman, defensive back.
Hayden's a great kid. Good to see him.
So
up
Lou
there.
Bearden, Grant Atkinson, Charlie Kitts, and Hayden Bowman are your captains. So now we're going to take it down to Willie Strickland, the big man on the sideline for our coin toss.
Tonight's game for Shelby County, number 3, Micah Swain. Number 22, Hall Wesley. Number 30, Hunter Brown. Number 36, Taylor Minton. Your Moody Blue Devil captains, number 4, Lou Bearden.
It's Friday night, Moody, Alabama. It's time to get the bill rocking. Start them buses.
Number 8, Charlie Kitts. Number 31, Hayden Bowman. And number 62,
Todd, I'm the
Grant
referee.
Atkinson.
That is Mr. Holland. He's your umpire. We're working a 7-man crew tonight. You are my captains. I expect you to control your teams at all times. Do not permit them to talk to each other unless they start the sentence with the word good. Good run, good hit, good tackle. If you don't start my sentence with the word good, do not say it. Okay? Shelby County, you're the visitor. What you call my toss, I'm going to call you the white team, okay? Moody, you're the home team. I'm going to call you the blue team tonight. This is my coin. It's an AHSAA Super 7 coin. AHSAA is heads. Super 7 logo is tails. What's your call? He said heads, you want tails. If I drop it, we'll do it again. It is tails. You win the toss. What would you like to do? Receive. You want to receive. You want to kick from the clock. Is that correct? All right, put your back to that.
Moody won the toss, and they chose to receive tonight.
Woo, I like that call right there, baby. Set the tone early on. Like
That's
I said,
right.
start fast. Let's go, Moody Blue Devils.
We got our cameraman, Jonathan Woods, down there getting ready for the spirit line, and I hope they see him. It's not going to be pretty. Good spirit line forming. Buses are here. They're rocking. The team's getting off the bus. They're entering the Bill Morris Stadium, better known as the Bill.
You just can't beat this site right here. The sun's going down. It's 76 degrees. The Moody Blue Devils are getting off the bus. It's time to pay the bill. Homecoming 2023. We're about to get things kicked off.
And I saw Carson Dillashaw and Mason Myers are back home tonight.
Yes, I'm looking at those two large gentlemen right now.
Yeah, they have put on some muscle.
Because college will do that
They're,
too.
Mason Myers is Arkansas State. Carson Dillashaw at Southeastern Louisiana, I believe. I got that right.
That is correct. That is correct.
Mason will be joined next year, of course.
By Blaine Burke. Yep. And Jackson Randall has an offer from Arkansas State.
May see some 411 boys getting together up there.
Yep. So the challenge today, well, here come the Moody Blue Devils taking the field, the 411 boys. So I think Coach Gaines has challenged his team. We're going to take, if we win the toss, we're going to take the kickoff and we're going to march down the field and punch it in early.
That's what I like to see. You know, I said we want to start fast, and there's no better way to start fast than to put 7 points up on the scoreboard early on here.
So one thing Coach Gaines this week we talked about was fan participation. And he wanted our fans to be loud when we're on defense. the artificial noisemakers, the air horns has been causing a problem. Coach Chad Slade did buy one, brought it to practice, and he used it. And I asked him how many jumped off. He said a bunch. But they got it corrected. And so we'll see how that goes tonight. They asked him what was the punishment, and they said 20 push-ups.
That'll teach you pretty quick.
KD Barnes and number 1, A.J. Madison.
So A.J. Madison is back to return along with number 88, KD Barnes. We'll see what Shelby County is up, and we're off. It's going to Caleb Goff.
Ooh.
Throws it to KD. Oh, what a move by
Goodness
KD.
Gracious.
What a move by KD.
Let me start that off with wow.
I love the play call. Start fast. Let's
little
energize
razzle-dazzle,
this team
guys.
a little bit. Good. It's like they knew exactly what was coming there.
Yeah.
You know, maybe watch a little bit of film. KD, that was one of those. I think I saw Trent Richardson do that a few years ago. He was able to knock somebody down without touching him.
Good field position for the Blue Devils. Looks like they're on 43-yard, the Shelby County 43-yard line. Charlie Johnson takes the snap. He rolls. He's got time. He fires over. Josiah Dozier with the ball.
Josiah Dozier.
He's coming back. He's got blockers. Josiah Dozier breaking tackles. Fumbles the ball, but it's out of bounds. And there's no penalty flags.
That's a first. We get a big play and no laundry on the field. Josiah Dozier getting in, and he shows what he can do with the ball in his hands. Reverse fields and picks up plenty of yards. Looks like Abram Jackson in at the game at running back early on here for the Blue Devils.
Looks like Blaine is.
He split wide.
And a Moody first down. 1st and 10, Blue Devils.
I like this look right here.
At 20.
Official timeout. Josiah Dozier is coming off the field. Braden Wright is coming in.
Making his return.
So I don't know if there was a equipment issue.
Looks like they're pointing at his knee pads.
Blaine's in motion. Charlie's waiting on the snap. He takes it, hands it to Blaine. He cuts up the middle. He changes direction, and there goes that speed. There's the speed of Blaine Burke. He's looking for somebody to run over, and he's in the end zone.
Touchdown.
That quick. Wow. Blaine Burke.
That's what we say. You know, I've said this multiple times this season. Lightning in a bottle. He was stuffed in the backfield. He reversed the field just like Josiah Dozier did, and here's a replay right here.
Changes direction. And he loves to run over people.
He sure does. When he touches the football, he can be in the end zone every single time. First stag step to victory. Start fast, baby. And looks like the Moody Blue Devils got the memo.
The all-important extra point by Junior Marino. Snap, place, kick, up. And it's good.
Couldn't be any better right there.
With 11 minutes and 24 seconds left in the first quarter, Moody strikes first, 7-0.
Junior Marino's extra point is
and we're going to take a quick break. You're watching the Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Contact Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
20-yard pop pass. Charlie Johnston.
We're back live here at Bill Moore Stadium. It only took 2 plays, 43 yards and 27 seconds to get in the end zone for the Blue Devils.
For Moody.
So Junior Marino will be teeing it up here. Nice kick, Junior. And it goes in the end zone. So the Wildcats will start at their own 20-yard line.
It's good to see from the Blue Devils. The first step is start fast, get in the end zone early on. The second step is to smother them on defense. I would love to see either a 3-and-out or a turnover early on to set the tone.
Chase Jackson is getting the start tonight. He is out.
I got to say that surprises me, but I like it. Get him back on the football field, let him get comfortable again.
So your front four is Simon Molay, Cam Mallory, Logan Hall, and Brady Dodd.
Brothers of Boom loaded up there right in the middle, ready to lay the smack down.
Takes the snap. Looking to pass. He's flushed out. Over the middle. Oh! Just off the fingertips of number 33, Anthony Palmieri. Falls incomplete. Your quarterback for the Wildcats is number 10, Ryan Sipes. He is a 5'9", 150 sophomore for the Wildcats.
Bradley Horton in at running back.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats on their own 20-yard line. Takes the snap, hands off right in, and he is met.
Bradley Horton couldn't find any space right there.
There's Zane Smith coming up from the pile. A.J. Madison.
Thank your outside backers and your defensive ends right there for extending the line of scrimmage and giving their middle linebackers time to get there and make a play.
So 3rd and about 8 for the Wildcats. This is where Coach Gaines wanted to see, Brett, some improvement to get off the field after 3rd down.
That's what you always preach, 3rd down on defense. You're trying to go get some water and sit by the fans.
Look at Cam Mallory. Oh, my goodness. Look at.
Oh, my goodness.
Pass is complete.
Busted play. He was really bundled up right there in the backfield by Brady Dodd and some others, and receiver made an adjustment, came back across the middle, just played like a center fielder. Quarterback just threw it up to get it out of there, and they're able to convert and make the 1st down.
I thought we were going to be able to get him on the sack, but he's able to complete the pass to get the Wildcats.
He tried to take
down.
off and run there and had nowhere to go. Just chunked it up. It was jackpot at that point.
So Ryan Saps looks over the sideline, gets his call. Handoff right up the middle, and he ain't going nowhere. Maybe 1 yard.
Horton on the carry.
Yeah, number 66 Logan Hall wrapped him up pretty early and dragged him down after about 2 yards gained. Good play by him.
Gain of 2, 2nd and 8.
Elijah Rutledge runs off the sideline.
I see Barack Willis has entered the ball game.
Simon Molay comes off.
Brady Dodd moves over to the other defensive side of the other defensive end. Oh! Incomplete. Pass was intended for number.
Science pass, incomplete.
Couldn't tell there. They had a little seam, but they also had an out route in the vicinity of both receivers. The receiver running the out route slipped, wasn't able to get up and make the play.
So 3rd and 8 for the Wildcats. Again, this is what Coach Gaines has stressed to improve on, to get off the field on 3rd down.
This would be a big play to continue to set the tone.
They do have some skilled receivers. He changes his play.
Gavin Baker showing blitz.
Waiting on the snap. Takes the snap. He's flushed out. Pass is complete. And he did not get the 1st down.
Yep, Caleb Goff and A.J. Madison combined to push him out.
Anthony Palmieri on the reception. Brings up 4th down.
Caleb Goff, A.J. Madison combined to push him out of bounds. They got a 4th and short on their side of the ball.
It's like 4th and 3.
And they're sending in the punt team.
Smart move on their end.
Totally agree. And here comes the punt receiving team for the Moody Blue
But
Devils.
you got to be careful here, Brett. Real careful, because encroachment, offsides, I'll give them a 1st down.
Absolutely.
I was watching their punter in warm-ups. He can really boom it.
Let's hope nobody blows an air horn with K.D. Barnes back to receive.
High snap.
Oh, goodness, we may get that.
Right to K.D. Barnes. Positive yardage of K.D.
I want to draw the attention to how long that snap took to get to the punter and how close we were to block and get. If Coach Wiley saw what we saw, he may try to double down on a rush later on in the football game and draw a punt.
Good point. Blue Devils starting their own 35-yard line. So we got a new look with Abram Jackson at running back. Blaine Burke has moved out to wide receiver.
I like what I see. You put him both
Braden
in a
Wright
position.
at the other wide receiver. K.D. Barnes. Abram Jackson takes the handoff, and he gets in the Wildcats, get in the backfield, and he loses a yard.
Sure. Wrapped up in the backfield, but with both of those players in there, it's kind of a 1-2 punch. Both of them run differently. They both got great vision, and you've seen multiple times on that set right there. Blaine Burke has come in motion and has really played a second running back alongside Abram Jackson, but he runs off the sideline right now and leaves Abram.
So you have Jacob Hadaway, K.D. Barnes at the bottom of the screen. Josiah Dozier's in motion. Handoff to Abram Jackson off left end.
Back to it, a very similar, if not the exact same play, trying to get that running game going early on here, and it's 3rd and long.
So he picked up 3, so it's 3rd and about 8.
3rd and 8, Moody at their own 37.
So it looks like the Wildcats are running a 3-4, Brett, defense.
Yeah, it really allows them to have more athletes towards the back of the defense to cover these athletic receivers for the Moody Blue Devils.
Trips down here at the bottom of the screen for the Blue Devils. Hadaway is in motion. Charlie's waiting on the snap. They're blitzing. Charlie's pass is complete. Jacob Hadaway. Oof. Pass is complete. He gets positive yardage, but he's short of the first down.
Jacob Hadaway, since he's got his cast off.
And here come in the Rhino.
Yep.
4th and about 2.
Looks like the punt team actually.
Well, punt team is coming in.
4th and 2.
Jacob Hadaway's really been able to get active as a receiver since he got that cast off.
I saw something in the field house. Let's see if it happens here.
Got a little bit of insider information?
Well, not going to give it away. Yep,
you
I
saw
did.
Correctly.
And he got it.
The first. Wow.
Look at him, Zane Smith. That's what I saw in the field house, guys.
Zane Smith said, I don't get my hands on the football often, and when I do, it's going to take more than one to bring me down. One half of the Brothers of Boom picking up, I don't know, maybe 15-ish yards, and Moody Blue Devil first down.
David, I tell you, if that's what you saw a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I saw it on the field house, and I looked at it, and it said Shelby County game, and I said, okay.
Good luck scheming for that the rest of the season to all the other opponents of the Moody Blue Devils.
Coach Gaines and the staff have shown a lot this year.
They sure have. There's a lot you have to put into practice when you come to play Moody.
So that picks up a Blue Devil first down. Abram Jackson is the running back. Jacob Hadaway's in motion. Charlie takes the snap. Hands off to Abram. He's off the right side. He's got a little room. Little stutter. Great block by Jacob Hadaway. Abram Jackson.
There we go, and the Blue Devils were looking to get that run going early on in the football game, and you mentioned it, and I saw it as well. Jacob Hadaway with a great block. The Moody Blue Devil wide receivers know how to lay the smack down when they need to give our running backs, really, or our receivers in motion a little bit of extra time to pick up yards.
So 1st and 10 Blue Devils.
Tight trips, top of your screen.
1st and 10 Moody at the Shelby
Blaine
County
Burke
24.
is at the bottom of the screen by himself.
Maybe a mismatch. Oh.
They're looking,
yes.
looking.
And they still went to him.
Yep.
You know, the coaches saw what we saw. Blaine Burke was at the bottom of your screen. It was man on man, and we like those odds every single time. But at the last minute, Shelby County saw what was going on, sent another defender. We still let it fly, but incomplete pass. No harm, no foul, giving that a start on 1st and 10.
So 2nd and 10 for the Blue Devils on the Wildcat. Looks like the 23-yard line. Toss to Abram Jackson. He's got a wall. Oh, look at that run by Abram Jackson. Brings it down inside the 10-yard line.
That's great vision
blocking.
right there. Great blocking, great vision. He knew exactly when to cut it up. He didn't want to continue running out to the sideline. He put his foot in the ground, got upfield. Good to see Abram Jackson getting some carries early on here.
That made 17 yards and a Moody first down.
Again, is giving our region opponent something to look at as Blaine's split out as a wide receiver.
And they're playing really loose coverage. Look for Braden Wright on a slant route right here. And there it is.
There it is.
But he goes deep to KD. Oh. If we saw it, the coaches saw it as well. Right about what's at the 7 or 8 yard line, and these Wildcat DBs are playing really loose coverage on these inside receivers. We got an opportunity to hit a slant route, get in the end zone.
So 2nd and goal for the Blue Devils. Charlie with the hard count, looks back over to the sideline to get the play.
Wildcat
5 minutes
coverage.
and 44 seconds left in the first quarter.
They're tightening up a little bit, but not a lot.
Oh, fumble. Charlie picks it up, and he's on it.
Loose ball. Covered by Charlie Johnson.
So, Brett, we've got to be able to capitalize. We've got to get touchdowns here.
We have to.
As we get into the heart of the region play starting next week. When we're in the red zone, inside the red zone, we have got to get TDs.
Yeah, I mean, if you're inside the 20-yard line, anything less than 6 is less than ideal. Blaine Burke back in at running back. I'm still seeing pretty loose coverage up there on Braden Wright. I'd love to see him on a slant route.
KD's in motion. Takes the snap.
Yep.
There it is, right to Blaine Burke. Touchdown. Touchdown, Blaine Burke. Charlie Johnston.
And you can chalk that up to coaching right there from the Moody Blue Devils. They knew the Wildcats were in man coverage, but nobody was accounting for Blaine Burke outside of the backfield. And that's about the widest open that he'll be all year. Blue Devils line up in a water bucket look. We've seen them get a 2-point conversion from this a couple times this season. Is that Simon Molay up at the top of your screen?
So the all-important extra point. Snap, place, kick, up. And it's good. With 4 minutes and 58 seconds left in the first quarter, Moody Blue Devils 14, Shelby County Wildcats 0.
4:58 to go in the first quarter. Moody 14, Shelby County nothing.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine.
And excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium where the Blue Devils scored again. We're up 14-0, still in the first quarter.
The kickoff
Junior Marino
for the Blue Devils
will be teeing it up.
Hall Wesley deep to receive.
And it goes out of bounds. Penalty, so it looks like they'll start on their own 30-yard line, I believe. Real quick, we'll go down to Willie Strickland. He's got Mason Myers, who's signed with Arkansas, who's playing at Arkansas State. Willie, talk to Mason for a little bit.
One of the great alumni of Moody High School, played on the team last year. He's at Arkansas State. Tell us how college is going for you. What football is in college.
Oh, it's great. Football, it's definitely a step up. You're definitely getting more in depth of what's going on, and it's definitely a bigger challenge. But I love a good challenge, and I'm having fun playing the game I love.
What have the practices been like?
Oh, practices are nothing like Coach Gannis' practice. They're longer, but we get a lot of good stuff in, a lot of good work in.
Well, big fella, we thank you, and I'm proud of you. So, back to you guys.
Thank you, Willie. Thank you, Mason. Good luck at Arkansas State. That last play failed the game for the Wildcats, so 2nd and 10. Brock Willis is set.
Oh, he's so fast off the edge.
Ooh. Oh, great play by Caleb Goff.
Yeah, that
pressure.
That's intended for Palmieri.
Jagger Ludoff and Barack Willis putting some pressure on the quarterback there.
Pass was intended for number 33, Anthony Palmieri. So it brings up a 3rd and 10 for the Wildcats.
Wildcats early on are running a lot of pulling guards, so that means important job for the defensive ends and the linebackers. You really want to take out that pulling guard at the hips, create a pile, and not give him any space up the middle to make a play.
Looks like some confusion on the Wildcats' offensive side there with 5 seconds on the play clock. He gets the snap off. He rolls out. He's looking to throw. He's throwing deep. Overthrew.
It's a bad spot to throw at A.J. Madison and Chase Jackson. Just draped over that wide receiver.
Dominic Woods was the intended receiver. So 4th and 10 for the Wildcats, and back to return for the Blue Devils. Number 88, K.D. Barnes.
He's dangerous as well. He's got some speed and some moves.
Cooper Pennington, the punt for Shelby County. K.D. Barnes, deep to receive.
Let's see if we go after it this time, Brett.
I would love to see it. Start fast and set the tone.
Here they come.
And they're going.
There it is.
They saw Listen, these coaches, if we see it, they see it.
Yeah.
And they see plenty of stuff we don't see. That's the thing that has impressed me most. Anytime there's a mismatch or an opportunity to take advantage of the team in any other way, the coaches are not going to let it slide. So I've got a feeling we may get one of those later on in this football game.
So 1st and 10, Blue Devils. Looks like they're going to spot the ball on the 41-yard line. Yep, right out 41-yard line of the Blue Devils.
Moody at their own 41.
Charlie takes a snap, hands off to Abram Jackson, looking for room. He finds maybe 1 yard off the left side.
Abram Jackson on the carry.
Actually picked up 2
Gain of
yards.
2, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8 for the Blue Devils.
Josiah Dozier, not quite sure what the play is, it looks like. He's waving his
Charlie
hands.
takes the snap. He's looking over. He's looking to K.D. Barnes. K.D. Barnes.
Oh! That was a good play there by the defensive back. That's number 2, Andreas McGinnis.
Charlie's
50-50
timing
ball.
on the deep balls is getting there. It's getting so close.
It's improved so much. And, a lot of that is just chemistry. You got to get to know your receivers. Your receivers got to get to know you. And
bring up 3rd and 8.
You like to see it coming together at this point during the season.
So we got trips down here at the bottom of the screen. Josiah Dozier up the top. Charlie rolls out. He's looking.
Throws it down.
Doesn't take the sack.
He doesn't. That was kind of a dangerous toss-up right there. He was able to make it happen, get the ball down on the ground. And 4th and 8, sending out the punting team.
Yep.
I'd be surprised if we saw another fake
no,
right here.
I don't think you're going to see that here.
McGinnis and Holloman deep to receive.
Caleb Goff's been a great punter.
He
all
has.
season
He
for the
has
Blue
really
Devils.
flipped the field this year. Let's see what he does here. Good snap. Good high punt. My goodness. Fair caught by number 40, Eli Holloman. He is a 6'1", 161-pound junior for the Wildcats.
Not everybody respects how big of a deal it is to have solid play on special teams. Special teams can oftentimes, football is a game of inches. It's a game of inches, like oftentimes can be the difference between a win and a loss, and especially will be later on in the football season.
Yeah. So 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 22-yard line, it looks like.
You got 3 down.
Look at Cam Mallory. Oh, there it is, picked. Caleb Goff on the interception. Touchdown.
Wow.
Touchdown. He read that play all day long.
Pay attention if we can see the replay right here. We are rushing 3, but it looked like either Zane Smith or Gavin Baker came in. He was spying the quarterback, put a little bit of pressure. Caleb Goff jumped the route. Nobody was stopping him. Them defensive players, when they get the football, they run with a little extra oomph. They don't get to score touchdowns like the offensive guys.
Wow.
Caleb seems to always be in the right place at the right time playing his position, so it's good to see him get in for 6.
So Moody strikes again. All important extra point from Junior Marino. Snap, place, kick, up, and it's good. With 2 minutes and 59 seconds left in the ball game. Moody Blue Devils 21, Shelby County Wildcats 0. We're going to take a commercial break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Of all the improvements you can make to your home, it could be the most important is not seen or heard, only felt. The ultra-quiet, energy-efficient Carrier Infinity Home Comfort System provides premium comfort with a whole home air purifier that gives you confidence you're breathing healthier air. It's an essential part of any healthy home.
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium, the Bill, as it's known here in Moody, Alabama. Homecoming 2023, and welcome back home to all Moody alumni that's here in attendance tonight or watching on the 411 Network.
To kick off,
if you can comment on the Facebook or YouTube that you're alumni, please do. Tell us what class you graduated, what year you graduated from Moody High. Marino with a kick. Another good kick from Junior.
Ooh.
Marino's kick goes into the end zone for a touchback, 1st and 10.
Can't start much faster than 21-0 with 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter for the Moody Blue Devils. They're on top of things. They seem to be comfortably in the driver's seat. And this works really good going into next week's game, especially with a couple players coming back from injury, Chase Jackson and Braden Wright. A great tune-up game for them to get some reps, but also not be overloaded with the workload.
See what that defense does on this series. Shelby County first on the 20, 1st and 10 on the 20, and nowhere.
Wow, you love to see that. And really, I may be speaking early, but the game within the game for the Moody Blue Devils defense is to leave this stadium with a 0 on the scoreboard for the Wildcats. Would really love to see a shutout here for the Moody Blue Devils. And everybody gets 0 bars on Sunday in film.
That's right. That play lost 1 yard, so it's 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. Takes the snap. He hands off, and no interior linemen are just blowing it up.
Cam Mallory, it looked like he was in on that play.
I'm telling you, Brett, from the second half last week, they're at a different level. I don't know what Coach Gaines, I don't know what he did at halftime, but they are on fire. So that place lost another 4 yards. Looks like 3rd and 15 for the Wildcats.
Again, Logan Hall and Cam Mallory each had 10 tackles last week. That's a lot for an interior lineman.
Oh, yeah.
Generally, they pay their position and they make plays for other people. Last week, they said they wanted a piece of the pie. 10 tackles apiece, big game for those two young men. What's that, Willie?
I think it's delay a game.
No, that's flags and whistles, flags and
false
whistles.
start.
There it is.
False start against the Wildcats. They'll be penalized 5 yards. So that'll be 3rd and 20.
Goodness gracious. Again, the one big play for the Wildcats so far was a busted play where the receivers just kind of did their own thing and played jackpot. Let's see if we can drape them, keep that from happening again. Screen pass.
No!
Oh,
they
man.
read that.
Zane Smith. It's a screen pass, and he wasn't fooled. We had a biggest hit award when I played high school football, and he may have already secured it early on in this football game. You hear the student section singing happy birthday to beloved principal, Dr. Walters.
Good old Doc Walters. We got something special for him here in a second after this punt. Goes out of bounds. So we want to wish at this time our principal, Dr. Christopher Walters, who is turning the big 4-0 tomorrow. So happy birthday, Doc, and many, many more.
I love that picture right there on the right. Moody Blue Devils student body traveled all the way out to his home. Gave him a little welcome home present last night on the way back from a concert. So
happy birthday, Doc.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you.
Oh, yeah, they got him good. They got him good.
1st and 10 Blue Devils from about the 43-yard line of the Wildcats. Josiah Dozier in motion. Charlie takes the snap, hands off to Blaine Burke. He's looking for running room. Positive yardage, about 2 yards off right in.
Yep, runs off that right tackle, and you saw they're using a lot of motions. The Blue Devils do a good job of getting the defense in the position they want to be. So you can see the Wildcats making adjustments based on the motion that we're making. It really gives us a little bit of extra space. Picked up about 3 yards right there.
So 2nd and 7.
It's a tough look to defend right here.
Another hard count from Charlie. Takes a snap, hands off to Blaine Burke, right off the right side. Oh, my goodness. There he goes.
Gracious.
There's Blaine Burke.
Oh. You got a pancake block by J.B. Myers way back in the backfield.
J.B.
So look at him. You just saw him right there in the replay. If I'm Blaine Burke, I may be buying an all-star special for somebody tonight.
I talked to J.B. Monday during the coaches show. Very nice young man. Charlie taking the snap. Fires over to K.D. Barnes. Great block on the end. He just runs over somebody. K.D. Barnes, he's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. My goodness.
See if we can get a replay right here.
Oh, my goodness.
So many people wonder, why do you do so many screen passes? Why do you do so many screen passes? This is the reason right here. Get the football in the hands of your athletes and let them make a play. And there he goes. K.D. Barnes into the end zone. Extremely productive receiver this year for the Moody Blue Devils. Touchdown, Moody.
I couldn't see who made the block down on that end. Was that Aiden or was that Josiah?
I wasn't quite aware.
The all-important extra point from Junior Marino. Snap, place, kick, up. And it's good with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. Moody Blue Devils 28, Shelby County Wildcats 0. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
One might be tempted to say, excuse me, Mr. Grill Man, there appears to be a little extra burger on my burger. You're dang right there is. Everybody goes to Milo's.
Contact local agent Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium. The Blue Devils are in control of this ball game with 24 seconds left in the first quarter. They are up 28-0.
Devin Alexander deep to receive.
Just saw them pull Sidney Walton off of the kickoff team. They're already going ahead and pulling some of the starters off these teams, get some reps in for the younger guys in the first quarter. That's a rare sight to see.
Yeah. Another good kick from Junior. Touchback. The 1st and 10 Wildcats from their own 20.
Kick into the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 Shelby County at their own 20.
Nice homecoming crowd here at Bill Morris Stadium. And I see the man himself, Bill Morris, sitting in the stadium with his wonderful wife, Dahl. My good friend, Dahl Morris. Glad she's in attendance for tonight's game. First and 10 Wildcats from their own 20-yard line.
Horton on the carry.
Simon Mole in on the tackle for the Moody Blue Devils.
That was number 42, Bradley Horton. He's a 5'7", 180-pound senior for the Wildcats. Picked up a positive yardage for Shelby County.
A newer look for the Blue Devils. putting 3 big ones with their hands on the ground there, and then rushing another guy off the edge.
That's the end of the first quarter.
Moody 28, Shelby County nothing.
Moody 28, Shelby County 0. We'll take a quick break as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Moody Athletics. We have a tradition of capturing the hearts of future student athletes. The initial attraction usually begins at the first roar of Friday night. The popping of a catcher's mitt, a deep three that sends a basketball crowd into a frenzy, or a kill on the volleyball court. There's always one pivotal moment that creates the thought, one day that could be me. Then that day comes, and you help create that moment for the next generation who will strive to fill your shoes. One day that could be me. Today it is me. Now who's it going to be? Whatever the sport, whatever the moment, at the end of the day, we're all part of Blue Devil Nation.
Second and 7, Shelby County at their own 23.
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium. Shelby County has the ball. Hand up off the middle.
No way.
Not much yardage. You're not going to get much yardage going up the middle.
Sure not. Jagger Ludoff in the not stop as well for the Moody Blue Devils. Another young
Jagger
guy.
Ludoff. Talked to him on Monday as well. Good kid.
And Cam Mallory on the stop.
He and Marshall, 2 young guys, making a big impact on the Moody Blue Devils. Future is bright for this team.
3rd and 6.
Zane and Gavin may get some much-needed rest here this quarter. Ball's on the ground, busted play. He tries to run, and he falls down. He saw A.J. Madison closing in quick.
That was a wise move.
A.J. put his hands up in the air, and he was smiling. He really wanted in on that quarterback right there. A.J. Madison, I said it before, I'll say it again. He's a dog. He's
Willie,
always looking for contact.
You got a special announcement you want to
Yes,
make?
I want to give a shout-out to Miss Tommy Lou Gaines. That would be Coach Gaines' grandmother, and to the entire Gaines family. Thank you guys for watching in with us each and every week.
Ooh, man.
Punt, good punt from Shelby County.
We got a flag down here.
It looks like we roughed the kicker.
It looks like roughing the kicker, running
So it
into
looks
the
like
kicker.
that's going to be 15 yards. Personal foul. Looks like they'll get the ball back. Yep, personal foul, roughing the kicker against Moody.
Yep.
So flag the play.
First down,
Personal foul.
Shelby County.
Roughing the
Again, the coaches saw what we saw, and they wanted to block that punt like we wanted them to. Athletic play, no ill will from the Moody Blue Devil player, just trying to make a play.
That's Desron Mobley.
Couldn't
I
quite
believe
make it
that
happen.
They got called for the penalty.
I blocked 1 punt in my tenure as a Moody High School Blue Devil, and there's really not a lot of plays like it. Your eyes get real big, your heart starts beating, and you want to get in there and make it happen.
I blocked lots of shots in basketball, if that counts for anything.
That doesn't surprise me whatsoever.
So 1st and 10, Wildcats from their own 40-yard line. Number 10, Ryan Saps on the carry. He is a 5'9", 150-pound sophomore for the Wildcats. Picked up about 7 yards.
Barack and Charlie Kitts run on into the game again. 3 down linemen for the Moody Blue Devils. They've oftentimes been sending somebody off the edge. It may be Marshall Teofilo right here as he sneaks up. And it is. And he makes the play.
Yep. He might have gained 1 yard.
That's a hard play to make. That was an inside zone from the Wildcats. Marshall Teofilo came off the edge, met him in the backfield, and picked up just a couple of yards.
3rd and 2 for the Wildcats. They have not crossed midfield as of yet.
Chase Jackson runs off.
I'm assuming some misdirection here. He takes a snap. No, right up the middle.
It's going to be close.
And he does not get it. Where the mark, he didn't gain anything.
He didn't get it.
He didn't gain anything. That play failed to gain, so it's
Brought down by a host of Blue Devils. Gain of 1 yard.
he made 1 yard, so it's 4th and 1. They're going to try a hard count here. No, he decides to punt it.
Smart
watch
move.
for a hard count.
And watch for a quick fake right here with only about a yard to go. There's a lot of options here.
20 seconds left on the play clock.
Blue Devils will keep their main defense in and send A.J. Madison back to receive.
Punt formation.
Timeout. Whistle. Timeout.
Timeout.
Shelby County. We'll stay here with it on this homecoming 2023. I also want to give a shout out to our coaches' wives. I saw earlier today the First Lady of Moody football, Peyton Gaines, was here bringing her children to see Coach before the game, but all the coaches' wives who sacrificed during football season and even during workouts, winter, spring, summer workouts, trying to get in vacation time and family time with them. Football coach's wife is special.
It is very special. I saw Peyton Gaines walking in the parade today with 2 young kids and a stroller.
Was she really?
Just like a
That's
beast.
awesome. Well, she's the First Lady of Moody football. Glad she was in the parade. So it looks like they're going to go for it here.
4th and 1, Shelby County at their own.
Or it's going to be a quick kick.
Nope.
Did not make it. Up, last
he
surge.
He fell forward.
Nah, the mark here. It's going to be close.
On the carry.
No, they gave it to him.
He earned that one.
Brock Willis
did, inches at a time.
Kevin O'Neal on the tackle. Play made 1 yard. 1st and 10, Shelby County at midfield.
That was close. I'm surprised Jake ain't arguing that. But they gave it to him, so they're right at midfield.
Gave it to him. It's hard to argue at 28-0 as well. Lou Bearden into the game, number 4.
Pass is complete, goes back the opposite way. And I don't know if you want to do that with – and there's a hold on Barack, but they didn't call it. There it is.
There's a late call.
There you go.
Pass complete.
Yeah.
Maybe he hurt
They did something to Caleb O'Neal there. He's kind of coming off slowly. He's a big man, number 99.
It's tough, too. Wildcats are backing up.
Charlie Kitts comes off. Yep. Referee's mic'd up tonight. Good to hear. The coaches next door, I don't think they wanted him to run the other way. They wanted him to cut it up.
And you've seen the Blue Devils a couple times already reverse the field. Generally not what you're coached to do, but when you're an athlete like Katie Barnes, maybe Blaine Burke, if you see an opportunity to go for it, Blue Devils had them bottled up the entire way.
After the penalty for a blindside block, 1st and 25, Wildcats at their own 35.
So the Wildcats penalized big, 1st and 25.
They're going to have to make it all the way to New York if they want to pick up a first down here.
Oh, he broke away. 42. Almost picked up.
Almost made it to New York.
Yardage.
Stop just
That was number 42, Bradley Horton.
Chase Jackson a little bit slow to get up, but he's up and moving. He was able to make the tackle at the end of the play there.
That play picked up about 25 yards, so, yep, he did get the first down.
Wow.
As Chase comes over.
25 yards, 1st and 10, Shelby County at the Moody 40.
They saw something on that side, Brett, that was successful on that run. Let's see what the Wildcats bring here. 1st and 10. Pass play. Pass is complete to Paul Mary. He breaks 1 tackle, 2 tackles.
Jagger
brought
Ludoff
down.
comes up.
Complete to Dominic Woods.
Again, we've already got some younger players in. They're learning to play their assignment correctly. That's really what you've seen the last couple of big plays for the Wildcats. just been a little bit out of position, and they've been able to capitalize on it.
7 minutes, 34 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's 28-0, but they do have a few athletes on their side of the football team, so you can see some big plays from them.
Number 1, Dominic Woods, very tall receiver. New running back, and Barack Willis.
Barack in there, and a little bit of help from Gavin Baker to make the stop, the backfield.
No one on the carry.
One of the Stag steps was a no-fly zone, and really seems like the Wildcats have decided they didn't want to throw the football much, even early on in the second quarter, and they're resigning to be a little bit more one-dimensional.
3rd and 3 for the Wildcats. Let's see what the Blue Devils.
A little bit of confusion.
Man in motion. Takes a snap. Rolls
They're
out.
going to him.
Oh, they're getting us for pass interference. I don't know about that.
Sidney Walton, to me, I could see, I don't know if we have a replay for it. It looked like he grabbed a little bit of jersey. Sometimes you can get away with that, but he was seen from the official.
Pass interference against the Blue Devils.
Here's the replay right here.
Hard to see. Can't see much. It was close.
It's close. So Moody penalized 15 yards from the previous spot. Gives the Wildcats a first down.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats at the Blue Devil 18.
Oh, in and out of the hands of number 33, Anthony Palmieri.
Anthony Palmieri.
Couldn't quite see what happened right there on that play from my angle up here in the booth. Can you recall off the top of your head how many receptions they have, the Wildcats?
Not many.
Seems like maybe tied with completing the pass to his receivers and our defensive backs. Caleb Goff in there with 1 reception from the other guys.
So Ryan Sipes is your quarterback for the Wildcats. Waiting on the snap. Takes the snap. He rolls. He's pressing, but he sees some running room and he goes down. Because Cam Mallory was closing quick.
Oh, do you think he wanted that one?
No.
I can tell you right now, just from down here, that's a very smart young man.
Yeah. Very, very smart move, and Cam let up.
Cam Mallory is going to play for a very long time. This kid is so impressive to watch.
Sophomore defensive lineman at 6 foot, 288 pounds, and he's a menace.
Started as a freshman last year. So that tells you something. It's a big 3rd down for the Blue Devils. Sipes takes a pass. Here they come. And he breaks away. He's got running room. And he's pushed out of bounds by Caleb Goff, short of the first down.
Yeah, Moody Blue Devils sent a rush there on that play, but one of the things that you'll learn as a defensive end or an edge rusher is you don't want to get past the quarterback on your rush, and that's what happened there. We ran past the quarterback, which gave him a little bit of lane to scramble. Now they got about a 4th and 9. Be difficult to convert this here.
They're going to go for it.
I don't blame them.
I did not pay attention to their place kicker during pregame, but obviously they don't have a lot of confidence. So the play clock is down to 2. They get to snap off.
Oh, great play.
Great play.
Marshall Teofilo.
Marshall.
All over the football
field.
That's better. I like that. Here's a replay. You can't play a defensive back better than that right there. Beautiful. He didn't hit him before the play. As soon as the receiver makes contact with the ball, he swipes it down. Great play for that young man. Football's smart. He's got a good IQ on him.
Yeah, he does. So we're looking for
We need a football to play this game. Pigskin finally makes its way.
So 1st and 10 Blue Devils for about the 21-yard line, 21 and a half.
Don't blink. We've still got our starters
We've got
in there.
17, 15 seconds on the play clock.
Anyone on the field has a potential to score a touchdown right here.
Charlie's waiting on the snap. takes a snap. Hadaway in motion. Abram Jackson's on the carry off left guard. Picks up positive yardage. Actually, he did not. And there's a flag on the play. Who are they going to get this on? They're going to get it on number 53, Jackson Randall. I'm not sure.
It's in an interesting spot for a holding call.
He was downfield. Somebody was downfield.
There's a flag on the play.
I mean, if he drives his man that far, it's fair game for a run play.
It is fair game.
Charlie Johnson never dropped
Moody's
back
not
to pass
moving
it.
back. Let's see what we'll go here.
After the play was over,
okay.
Personal foul, face mask, blue.
Well,
it's face mask.
I did not see that.
Blue would represent the Moody Blue Devils in this case.
Looks like it was 5-yard penalty. Or is it 15? Well, it's half a distance.
Moody penalized half the distance to the goal for a face mask.
Charlie takes a snap, fires over, a little screen pass to Josiah.
Goodness gracious.
If he just gets, by that one guy.
I like it. Really taking advantage of the screen passes there. Again, like I said, any skill player on this offensive side of the ball is a threat to score the football. So if you can get the ball in their hands with a little bit of space to make something happen, we could be running for a very long time. 3rd and about 12 here for the Moody Blue Devils.
3rd and 11.
Let's see what the Blue Devils do here, Brett. I think they're going to take a shot downfield or screen pass. Abram Jackson's in motion. Charlie's got room. Look at Charlie Johnson in that running. Ooh. Get up, Charlie. Get up, Charlie.
There he is. Up. He's up.
Wow.
Man, he got cracked on that play.
Ooh.
And honestly, he didn't look downfield very long. It looked like, I don't know if that was a quarterback draw or if he decided he just wanted to give that one a ride right there. But he got up and running pretty quick. As the punt team runs out for the Blue Devils.
Charlie seems to be okay. But we heard that hit all the way up here.
We did. It's a tough kid. Good to see him up and at him.
So 4 minutes and 9 seconds left in the second quarter. Good snap. Good kick, Caleb. Fair caught at the 40-yard line.
Great job, Caleb Goff.
We'll take a break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Shelby County at their own 41.
Hang loose with our summer smoothies and poolside quesadillas at Tropical Smoothie Cafe.
We're back at the Bill. Shelby County with the ball. That play made about 1 yard.
Yeah, the Wildcats are running a lot of misdirection. If you take a look at their offensive line, they've got guards pulling in all sorts of directions. And
timeout on the field. We're going to stay here with it during this timeout. Again, homecoming court during halftime, the crowning of Miss Moody High.
If you guys would like to pray for me as I read the script, 4-page script.
You got it, brother. You got it. You're going to be just fine. You're gonna be just fine.
So we do want to announce tomorrow at 7 p.m. here at the Bill, the 411 Network will be broadcasting the Metro team, the seniors of the Metro Park championship game at 7 p.m.
Yes, sir.
So those that are watching that have nephews, grandsons playing, or cheerleaders, nieces, nephews, granddaughters, grandsons,
Wildcats at their own 42.
for the 5th and 6th grade of the Moody Metro Park, that game will be broadcast live here tomorrow night at the Bill. So Shelby County waiting on the snap. He takes a snap. He fires over.
Oh, man. Caleb Goff wanted number 2.
He read that play all day long.
He did. And last drive I mentioned something about them kind of resigning the pass game. As soon as I said that, they started letting it fly again. Maybe they'll think twice. Caleb Goff almost got his second interception on the night. He really wanted
9 yards to go from the 42.
So it's 3rd and 9 for the Wildcats with 7 minutes and 34 seconds. Actually, it's 3 minutes and 48. Our game clock seems to be off. Quarterback under pressure, and he goes down.
Brady Dodd and Gavin Baker in there on the
Gavin
stop.
Baker, yep.
This quarterback is wisely avoiding some hits.
So it's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left in the second quarter. Our game clock, we apologize, on the screen is not synced with the Jumbotron, so Eric Parsons is working to get that corrected. So please bear with us. We'll do a good job of trying to update you how much time's left. Pumped is dropped. They're on him. They're on him. Hey.
It's fumble.
Fumble.
Wow.
Wow.
He's fighting. He doesn't want to go down. Moody Blue Devils will end up with incredible field position. It looks like they're spotting him at forward progress at the 15-yard line. Short distance to go.
And on that tackle, on the rush, was number 24, Desron Mobley. He is a 6'2", 185-pound sophomore for the Blue Devils. Moody has a lot of speed.
Yeah, we sure do, and we know how to use it as well.
1st and 10, Moody. The Shelby County 15.
I think I just saw Josiah Dozier look over to the sideline and put his hands up in a begging motion. I think he wants the football right here. Look at all that open space he can get
open.
it to. Screen pass, Braden Wright.
Braden Wright. They're trying to strip it.
Yeah, they're ripping at that football.
There goes. Good to see Braden.
It is incredible to see him.
Pass complete.
Suffered a pretty difficult injury against Alexandria a few weeks ago. It's great to see him coming back up on the field.
2 minutes, 54 seconds left in the first half. We'll apologize. Eric's working real quickly to try to get that play clock back up on your screen.
Look at that open space right there for Josiah Dozier. Slant right across the middle.
It's wide open. No deep safety. There it is.
They see it.
There it is.
They see it. Oh,
there it is.
And in and out of his hands.
Just a little bit high.
Good play call. Just couldn't execute right there.
Johnston's pass intended for Josiah Dozier. Incomplete. We'll bring up
again. I mean, if we see it, the coaches see
it,
and they're not scared to let it fly.
So 3rd and about 7 for the Blue Devils. It's still wide open.
It's still wide open. They're not adjusting at all. I wouldn't be super surprised if they went straight back to it. But
right here. Going to throw it to Blaine. There it is. Blaine Burke, look at that move. Oh, my goodness.
There it is.
Touchdown, Blue Devils, Blaine Burke.
I love what they did with the motion right there. They dropped him off to the other side. They said, if you're in man, you're going to have to run a wrong way to cover number 5, Blaine Burke. Touchdown, Moody.
Great play call. No flags.
Seemed to be a little bit better this week. We've been plagued with a lot of laundry this season, so water bucket line up.
I don't know if you saw the play last night, the Clay Chalkville-Thompson game of the 2-point conversion with the big old nasty for them. I think he's committed to Oregon.
And the reason we call it water bucket, just real quickly, is they always line a separate receiver way out far to the sidelines, almost like he's standing next to the water bucket to try to catch him off guard a little bit.
All important extra point. Snap, place, kick, up, and it's good. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left in the first half, Moody Blue Devils 35, Shelby County Wildcats 0.
2 minutes and 40 seconds remaining in the first half.
We'll take a break as well. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Devin Alexander deep to receive.
Yeah, that's fine.
Welcome back to Bill Maher Stadium, where the Blue Devils scored again, and Junior Marino is set to tee it off. Again, we want to announce tomorrow at 7 p.m. on the 411 network, Moody Metro, their senior 5th and 6th grade championship game will be played here against the two Moody teams. So your 411 broadcast team will be here to broadcast the game.
Great kick. Oh, yeah.
I saw Barack Willis, and that was
Marshall Teofilo. Surprise, surprise. Number 6 in on the play.
2 minutes and 33 seconds. Up the screen. The clock is back up on the screen. Thank you, Eric Parsons. He knows how important it is to our viewers. We've read the comments. We're working to try to get the down markers to show, but having a little bit of trouble with that. Next week we're on the road in Springville. Cannot promise you we'll have the game clock because we have to work with the host team, which will be Springville, see if we're able to show that. Cue it up.
Four big men lined up low. Interesting look here.
Little new formation. And it didn't help.
It didn't help at all. Kind of call that the modified wishbone formation. That's the same formation, similar actually, that my dad won a state championship with at Oak Grove when he was in high school. They're throwing it way back to see if they can get something going.
So you're trying to say your dad's old?
Well, look back. I'm just saying look out for a 45 blast or a 36 blast because here it comes.
That play made 1 yard. 2 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. They're using clock. I'm not sure if they're just trying to make sure Moody doesn't score again before half. Takes a snap, hands off. Found a little running room. Number 3, Micah Swain.
Swain and the carry.
He was able to get to the edge and make something happen. I saw a pretty clear block in the back on A.J. Madison to kind of free him up for a little bit of extra space. But either way, no call in the field. They seem to be really letting him play today a little bit.
Yeah.
Almost made it to midfield. And they go back to the spread. And there's only 10 guys on the field for the Wildcats, it looks like.
That's great play. Jagger Ludoff. Jagger.
Heat-seeking missile. He saw the eyes of the quarterback and like a magnet found his way to number 3, Micah Swain, pushed him out of bounds and tackled him.
Jagger Ludoff on the stop.
Play lost 1 yard. 2nd and 11 for the Wildcats. Takes the snap. Fires over. Pass is complete to number 12, Ethan Hall on the reception. Stops the clock. 3rd and about 6.
Desron Mobley in for the Moody Blue Devils. And also we've got Sean Barnes as well, a couple younger guys picking up some reps as the half comes to a close here. Sean Barnes at the bottom of your screen at cornerback.
Waiting on the snap. Takes it. Under pressure. Throws it up.
Wow. 50-50 ball. Oh, flag on the play. Super late flag. Let's see what they call there. They're going to call pass interference.
Pass intended for Dominic Woods.
It should be offensive. They ran over A.J.
We'll see what happens. Brock Willis put a lot of pressure, but quarterback threw it up. 50-50 ball. Almost.
Dominic Woods was the intended receiver. Referees are discussing.
Dominic Woods at 6'2", 210. He's a good 50-50 guy to throw to. AJ at 5'8", 175, but he's a dog, and they're waving off the flag.
Waving it off, yeah.
No flag.
I'm all right with that. 4th and medium here.
1 minute, 8 seconds. So to me, if you go for it, you're giving the Blue Devils good good field position.
They seem to think they can make it happen. They pulled off a couple big plays here recently. Got Elijah
Let's see what
Rutledge
Brock
in
Willis
safety.
does here. 4th and about a long 6.
Maybe Charlie Kitts.
They're
as
trying
well.
to. They're about to send a blitz off the corner there.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
6, it looks like.
Oh,
man.
He's open.
Elijah Rutledge in pursuit, as well as A.J. Madison.
Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. We got it. We got it.
Moody's pointing in our direction.
The fumble on the play.
And let's see. Oh,
no.
They're giving it to
They
the
give it to
Wildcats.
Wildcats. But they had a lineman, somebody for Wildcats, went off the field injured, like a knee injury.
Moody Blue Devils rushed 6 on that play and left us a little bit exposed on the defensive back side of the football.
Bless you.
Thank you. Excuse me.
Hey, we're live.
Excuse me. Caleb Goff tried to make a play.
41 seconds left in the first half. Let's see if we can keep him out of the end zone.
I want to keep zeros on. Ball deep.
Nice throw. Right at the 1 yard line. Pass is complete. That was a beautiful throw.
It was a great throw, and it was a great catch. It was double coverage. Elijah Rutledge and Caleb Goff in. Neither one were able to make the play, and he goes off. I mean, you can't be much closer than they are to this end zone right here.
Let's see what the Blue Devils last week. You know they had the game in control, and he put the first team in. Jake's taking the timeout. Coach Campbell is not happy. He is beside himself right now.
It's the game within the game. You want to play at your standard. You want to play at your standard. Just because we're up 35-0 at halftime doesn't mean that coaches are going to let off when we make mistakes. So I like the fire from Coach Campbell there. Again, the game within the game, we want to see a shutout. We haven't seen that yet.
Yeah.
And I know that he does as well. He's done a great job,
he has.
Coach Campbell. He was there when I was there. He coached me my sophomore year when I was an outside linebacker, and he's really grown as a coach and has put a great product in those dogs in the Moody Blue Devils defense this season. So I know that he wants a 0 up in the scoreboard going into halftime.
Well, you're going to see Cam Mallory. He taking Logan Hall. Those guys in the middle.
Big
I
nasties.
mean, it's like first and inches.
It is. Look for those big nasties to just dive when the ball snaps.
They got their heavy package in.
They do.
But they're staying in the shotgun formation. Or shotgun. Look for something snap to the number 1 there.
Wishbone.
Takes a snap.
Big 25.
He made it. Touchdown. Touchdown, number 25, Jakari Miller.
He's a big guy. He's a defensive lineman at 6 foot 210.
1 yard.
He's a sophomore, and he just barely was able to.
I thought we were going to be able to stop him. But Shelby County gets on the board with 24 seconds left in the first half. The all-important extra point. And now they're moving the 25-second clock has not started. Blocked.
Sidney Walton.
That's the basketball player coming
Yeah,
out of here.
yeah.
In the first half. Moody 34, Shelby County 6.
With 24 seconds left in the first half, Moody 35, Shelby County 6. We'll stay with it till halftime. Remember, folks, you'll be able to see Homecoming Court live on the 411 Network. Willie will be interviewing Coach Jake Gaines at halftime. Willie will start getting close to Coach Gaines so we can grab him before he heads into the locker room, get his thoughts on the first half. And we hope to bring you some halftime stats, and we'll give you some scoring updates when we come back. See old Billy Ray Morris down there coaching up his players. Billy Ray Morris, another alumni here at Moody, along with Brandon Campbell, Chad Slade, all products of Moody High School.
You notice they're saying happy birthday twice over here in the student section. They were singing it also to his son, Mason,
Oh, wow.
whose birthday is today.
Happy birthday, Mason.
Yep, happy birthday.
I've got kind of a sneaking suspicion that the Moody Blue Devils are going to get a special teams touchdown at some point tonight.
All
We
right.
almost saw it in the first play of the football game, and they've really wanted it a couple times. Onside kick? No.
Is that Blaine?
It is.
Well, you may just have your, well.
He's got to break the.
Watch it. Watch this.
That's the.
He's gone. Brett Staggs.
Well, Brett, there you go.
Brett,
There
I'm
you
taking you to buy a lottery ticket. Tomorrow, we're going to buy a lottery ticket.
I'm telling you,
My
I've had
goodness.
a feeling since this football game started.
Guys, don't get hurt celebrating. Wow. Hello, Blaine Burke.
And again,
You don't kick it to Blaine Burke, by the way.
lightning in a bottle.
I'm glad they did.
Lightning in a bottle.
Also, after the extra point, we want to give a shout out. Well, we'll go ahead and do it now. Ashlyn Cook, who runs our Jumbotron, wish her brother Jay Cook a very happy birthday. Her family is watching all the way from Arrington, Alabama. Hey, I got it right. So, hello, Arrington, Alabama. The all-important extra point
It's a young
is good.
kicker.
Oh, who kicked it?
Look, number 80.
89.
Will Yates.
Will Yates.
Look at them. They're going crazy.
5'5", a $120, freshman kicker.
Good job, Mr. Yates. That's what you like to see right there. They're
Awesome.
going crazy. What a brotherhood football is, and that's probably his first extra point as a Moody Blue Devil. Great to see that young man.
42-6 with 9 seconds left to go in the first half. My goodness. Oh, my goodness. Brett Staggs called it, and it happened.
I just had a feeling.
All those who want to buy a lottery ticket, please email Brett Staggs at brett.staggs@gmail.com.
Yep.
He can meet up and get your money. He's going to go buy a lottery ticket.
Yes, I won't share in the expenses, but I'll certainly share in the profits if you want to roll that way.
As soon as I get the opportunity, I'm going to tell him exactly what you said right before he ran that kickoff play.
Well, games like this, guys, we get to rest our starters and some playing time for the young guys, and that's good. Good job, Coach Wiley, for nice kick.
Oof,
Junior.
It's close.
Well, it goes out. Well, it looked good from here.
Man, it's close every time, though. He's never going to absolutely shank one. You know, it's got a chance every time. 9 seconds left. The Moody Blue Devils defense.
So it's going to be interesting, Coach Gaines' strategy in the second half. Willie, I asked him the mentality of it. They're in pretty control of this ball game, Brett. But
I'd say.
You never know.
Yeah.
Crazy things can happen. It's just trying to keep the players focused. First teamers are still out. Majority of them are.
Eric Vance, a junior defensive back, number 15, is in for the Moody Blue Devils. He's getting him some reps himself. He's at cornerback up at the top of your screen. Again, Elijah Rutledge plays a lot, but he's also in there for the Blue Devils.
Number 13 for the Wildcats, Cooper Pennington, is a.
And they're going to knee it, go into the halftime nursing their wounds.
We're going to go down.
Takes the lead. That's the end of the first half.
Moody's at lead 42-6. We're going to take it down real quick to the big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland, with head football coach. Well, Jake Gaines. There we go. Willie?
Coach, 41 points in the first half. I'd say you got off to the fast start that you've been looking for the last few weeks.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is we still, like, offensively, when we punted twice, we faked one and then punted we punted 3 times, really. So, I mean, you look at it, and, yeah, I'm happy. You know, special teams have been near flawless this half, and defense with the pick six. Gave up that one late, but we still got a lot of room to grow, man. We got to get a lot better in a lot of areas. So, second half, new ball game, we're going to get to play a lot of guys, which is great. And you love getting to do that in front of a homecoming crowd. So I'm excited to see our young bucks come out in the second half and play hard.
Well, you stole my thunder on the second question, so good luck in the second half. There you go, guys.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Shelby County High School's
Manor brand gas
2023
furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Tonight, we'll
So this
perform
baby is
our
true
production of
red, white, and
I
blue.
Love the 80s. This year, we celebrate the great music encompassing all of the 1980s. Tonight, we'll play Michael Jackson's The Thriller, Metallica's Master of Puppets, Take On Me, and Africa. Drum major, Abby Nave, is your band ready? Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Pride of Shelby County.
everyone, for your participation in tonight's performance. We'd like to thank our platinum sponsors in Long Village, Ford of Alabaster, RV Roadway, Steel City Metal, and Crimson Septic and Construction. And always remember, roll Shelby!
Good evening. On behalf of the Moody High School administration, faculty, staff, and student body, I welcome you to our 2023 Homecoming Halftime Festivities. Joining the homecoming court tonight are the two students selected as the 2023 Fire Prevention King and Queen. These two students submitted essays on the importance of fire safety and prevention. The Fire Prevention Queen is Miss Manna Hansen. She is the daughter of Jennifer Hansen. Manna serves as a senior class secretary. She is also the vice president of the drama club and a member of the Beta Club. The Fire Prevention King is Mr. Tawan Meadows. He is the son of Monica Rice and Deontez Meadows. Tawan is on the varsity track team and is also a member of the Beta Club and Key Club. Fire Marshal James Mulkey will now crown the King and Queen. Both students will be presented with a scholarship to the college of their choice. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Fire Prevention King and Queen, Mr. Tawan Meadows and Miss Manna Hansen. It is now my honor to present to you the 2023 Homecoming Court as selected by our student body. Representing the freshman class, Miss Kennedy Hockman. She is the daughter of Grant Hockman and Brittany Crow. Kennedy is a member of the MHS softball and basketball teams. She also plays travel softball for Tennessee Mojo 2027. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Grant. Miss Kennedy Hockman. Miss Ella Grace Madison. She is a daughter of Brett and Laura Beth Madison. Ella Grace is a member of the MHS JV cheerleading squad and the National Beta Club. She has also danced for 12 years at Miss Kelly's School of Dance. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Brett. Miss Ella Grace Madison. Miss Chloe White. She is the daughter of Courtney and Sarita White. Chloe is a member of the MHS volleyball team and the National Beta Club. She also serves as a freshman class president. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Courtney. Miss Chloe White. And now, representing the sophomore class, Miss Isabella Frazier. She is the daughter of Jamie and Kim Frazier. Isabella is a member of the Student Council and the Key Club. She has been named an All-County and All-American cheerleader and is an active member of the Church of the Highlands. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Jamie. Miss Isabella Frazier. Miss Macy Hardacre. She is the daughter of Alicia Yarborough and Tyson Hardacre. Macy has been a member of the Beta Club for 4 years and is a member of the MHS varsity tennis team. In her free time, Macy enjoys going to sporting events to support the Moody Blue Devils. Tonight, she is escorted by her stepdad, Will. Miss Macy Hardacre. Miss Elizabeth Gaines Seegers. She is the daughter of Croft and Christy Mack Seegers. Elizabeth serves as a sophomore class vice president and is a member of the MHS Beta Club and Key Club. She is also an active member in the youth group at Community Presbyterian Church. Today, she is escorted by her father, Croft. Miss Elizabeth Seegers. Representing the junior class, Miss Riley Russell. She is the daughter of Katrina Pronath and Drew Russell. Riley is a member of the varsity cheerleading squad and MHS Beta Club. She also serves as a Moody Area Chamber of Commerce ambassador. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Drew. Miss Riley Russell. Miss Sierra Terry. She is the daughter of Jennifer and Irvin Terry. Sierra is a member of the MHS tennis team as well as the Beta Club and Key Club. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Irvin. Miss Sierra Terry. Miss Bella Vincent. She is the daughter of Russ and Maria Vincent. Bella serves as a junior class president and student council secretary. She is a varsity cheerleader and a Moody Area Chamber of Commerce ambassador. Tonight, she's escorted by her father, Russ. Miss Bella Vincent. It is now time to present the class of 2023 senior class homecoming maids and nominees for the title of the 2023 Moody High School Homecoming Queen. Miss Hannah Rutledge. She is the daughter of Leah and Nick Rutledge. Hannah is a Key Club president, yearbook editor, and a member of the varsity volleyball and softball teams. She is also a 4-time UCA All-American cheerleader and a Moody Area Chamber of Commerce ambassador. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Nick. Miss Hannah Rutledge. Miss Emma Staggs. She is a granddaughter of Jenna McLaughlin. Emma is a majorette in the Moody High School marching band and has been on the archery team for 5 years. After graduation, she plans to pursue a career as a veterinarian. Today, she is escorted by her uncle, Ben Light. Miss Emma Staggs. Miss Kendall Stevens. She is the daughter of Roderick and Quanah Stevens. Kendall is a member of the girls' varsity basketball team and has multiple offers to play at the next level. She is also the vice president of the Beta Club and is a member of the St. Clair County Leadership, Youth Leadership Development Program, and the Student Council Association. Tonight, she is escorted by her father, Roderick. Miss Kendall Stevens. Miss Micaiah Stevenson. She is the daughter of Patsy Rice. Micaiah is a varsity cheerleader and plays on the varsity basketball team. She is also a member of the Beta Club, Key Club, Phi Theta Kappa at Jefferson State. Today, she is escorted by her uncle, Daniel Coleman. Miss Micaiah Stevenson. The 4 homecoming queen candidates presented to you were chosen by the senior class to represent them. These candidates were then voted upon by the entire high school student body to determine this year's winner. Tonight's homecoming queen will be crowned by the 2022 homecoming queen, Miss Harley Carpinetti. Harley is the daughter of Frankie and April Carpinetti. She is currently attending JSU and pursuing a career in nursing. At JSU, she is a member of the Zeta Tau Alpha Social Sorority and a Student Council Association. Harley will now crown the 2023 homecoming queen. Ladies and gentlemen, Miss Kendall Stevens. Thank you so much to our entire court and all the fans here tonight. Thank you for your support. It has been a fun and exciting week here at Moody High. And quickly, before we jump back into the action, I'd like to announce a couple winners from today's homecoming parade. The float winners in the youth division. In second place, junior cheer. First place, sophomore football. In the open division, the winners are Southern Force softball. As for the class floats, in second place, the sophomores. And in first place, the juniors. Thank you very much and enjoy the rest of the game.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
Want to know why it's hard to stop a train? It's how we've invented products that reinvented our world. It's how we test as hard as the elements do. It's how we run.
This is Senator Lance Bell. I want to thank you for the opportunity to represent you in Montgomery. I am so excited about this time of year as we watch our cheerleaders, our football teams, and our band as they perform on the field. And parents, I'm not forgetting about you. That's what's great about Alabama. I'm Senator Lance Bell. Thank you for the privilege to serve you in Montgomery.
What? How is that a flag?
He landed on him after the sack. That's roughing the passer.
What if he hit him high?
Roughing the passer.
And low?
Roughing the passer.
Well, what if he tramples him and then he's like, oh no, and he tries to go back and he tramples him some more and he's like, I'm so sorry.
Wait, what?
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer. Yeah, Manor brand air conditioners are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA.
Welcome back to Bill Morris Stadium. We're live here at the Bill. Homecoming 2023. As the teams warm up, Blue Devils are finished with their warm-ups for the second half. It's going to be interesting to see what the Blue Devils do defensively, offensively. Coming in the second half, being up 41-6. One of the extra points was no good. From this angle, it looked good, but our PA announcer informed us that it was no good. So it's 41-6 here at Bill Morris Stadium. The Blue Devils have been in control. Brett Staggs did a great job doing the homecoming court. He has taken a quick break, and he'll be back up here with us shortly. In the meantime, I'll go down to our big man on the sideline, Willie Strickland. Willie, kind of relaxed football team down there on the Blue Devil side.
Yes, it is. And by the way, I did tell Blaine exactly what Brett said right before you ran that kickoff. But yes, it's relaxed. And I imagine, and I think me and you and Brett probably know that a lot of the guys will be taking the second half off and getting ready for the Springville Tigers next week.
Yeah, that matchup, and I know we'll go back into that more next week at Springville. But that could be a dangerous ball game. Springville has an offense that can give you fits. You have to be very disciplined, kind of like the Pell City game. They run that Air Force triple option, wing T, whatever. It's just if you're not disciplined, they can put a lot of points on the board pretty quickly.
That is very true. Springville has been a entertaining little rivalry game for me to watch since I've been over here on this side, and I'll talk more about the very first game that I ever covered over here between Springville and Moody next week.
Kind of give some halftime stats. Charlie Johnson has been he's 7 for 12 for 87 yards, 1 touchdown. He has carried the ball 1 time for 9 yards. The beast mode Blaine Burke has carried 5 times for 66 yards. He did have a 75-yard kickoff return, and he had a touchdown as well. It says he has 4 TDs. I believe that is correct. Abram Jackson has 6 carries for 39 yards.
Junior Moreno to kick off.
And we're getting ready to start the second half.
Alexander deep to receive.
So it looks like it has some confusion on the kickoff. So we're about to kick off to the Shelby County Wildcats. And we'll give you some score updates once Brett Staggs gets back to the booth. It looks like it's going out of bounds. Another penalty on the Blue Devils.
Great catch by Coach TD down here on the sideline right in front of me.
I saw that.
He's very familiar with great catches.
It looks like we're going to see the first team defense back in probably for a couple of series. Maybe one series here, see how it goes. But 1st and 10 for the Wildcats for their own 35-yard line. And Brett Staggs is coming back from taking a little break after doing a great job announcing homecoming court. So Ryan Sipes is your quarterback for Shelby County. He's waiting on the snap. He takes it. He rolls out. He throws. He's got a man wide open. And pass defended well by number 10, Caleb Goff.
Intended for Palmieri. Incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Brett, welcome back. Great job on that homecoming court, my man.
Thank you very much. Sorry I'm late to the party.
We understand. I think your mic's on. I don't think you were.
Let's see. Yeah. Sorry I'm late to the party. Glad to be back.
Looks like we're having trouble with the game clock again. A little face mask right there, but
no call.
Alexander the
he did not call it. Devon Alexander, running back. He's a 5'9", 151-pound sophomore running back for the Wildcats.
Gain of 2, 3rd and 8.
So it'll be 3rd and 8.
Defense is preaching, get off the field, get off the field. Looks like all starters.
They've seen a little bit of success passing the ball here.
They have.
They're throwing over to Sydney Walton's side, which is surprising. And here they go again to Sydney.
Ooh, a lot of pressure.
Pass is overthrown. Intended for number 2, Andres McGinnis.
He was draped by Caleb Goff anyways, and also a whole lot of pressure, mainly coming from number 90, Simon Mollet. Good job. And here comes the punt return team.
Good series there from the Blue Devils defensively.
3 and out, baby. Start fast, finish faster. Did we go over stats while I was gone?
Yeah, I did. I did go over them. I didn't go over all of them.
Yeah.
I didn't do any of the defensive stats. You may want to do those. We need to get some score updates. Waiting on those to come in. High snap. Punt. Decent punt. It takes a Wildcat roll. Looks like it goes out about the 21-yard line. So Blue Devils will take over from their own 21-yard line. First team is coming back on the field.
42 yards on the punt, no return.
Yeah, and it doesn't surprise me. Although it's a 41-6 game coming out of halftime, you want to let your starters get back on the field, make sure we're squarely away in the driver's seat, and then start to sub in, especially on homecoming.
Great crowd here at Homecoming 2023.
It is, and congratulations to the homecoming queen, Miss Kendall.
Kendall Stevens.
Yeah.
Charlie's pass is complete to Katie Barnes. Picks up about 11 yards.
Helmet comes off. You see that? They're running a lot of those kind of screen pass near the line of scrimmage or behind the line of scrimmage because they got a lot of athletes. They're looking for mismatches, and they want to see him make a play. But again, Miss Kendall Stevens, she's a great young lady. She played volleyball for my wife for a little bit, so I got to know her some. Wonderful young lady, very well deserving.
1st and 10 Blue Devils. Looks like from their own 32-yard line. Attaway's in motion. Abram Jackson on the carry. Good positive run there off the left side.
Abram Jackson on the carry.
Go ahead, sorry.
Go ahead, no, you're good.
Every play picks up, sets up another play. So you see the Blue Devils running motion on a tight trips position. You're like, why would they do that? They're just going to run the ball. It's setting up future plays.
Play made 3 yards. 2nd and 7.
That play picked up 3 yards. 2nd and 7 for Moody. Aiden Robinson's in motion. Charlie Johnston's waiting on the snap. He takes it. He drops back, fires over. Josiah Dozier. Looked like that thing was set up for a big game, but Wildcats closed in on it pretty quick.
It did. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that was the first play that we ran in the first drive where Josiah Dozier reversed field and made a big gain for the Blue Devils. Not as big a gain there on that one as he comes off and Katie Barnes replaces him.
Hard count from Charlie Johnston.
I saw that be successful a little bit last week.
It was, yeah. Plays called. Katie Barnes in motion. Here it comes. Great block. They read that one, though.
They did.
They've been watching film.
Specifically the Alexandria game, Katie Barnes was very successful going in motion on those speed sweeps there. Man, Katie Barnes goes in motion like he's running a route.
I know.
He runs with a little bit of purpose. I'd like to see that.
I don't know if we were lined up right on that play, last play, Brett, because they closed in. That play's been successful.
4th and down here for the Blue Devils. 4th down. And we're going to pass it.
It was a good throw by Charlie.
Pass intended for Aiden Robinson.
Good defensive play.
Pass broken
by
up.
number 2 by Andres McGinnis.
By Micah Swain.
At correction, that's Micah Swain.
Great field position for the Wildcats to start the second drive of the second half for them.
At the Moody 39.
Blue Devils are averaging the last 5 games, giving up around 13 points a game.
It's
so
good ball. I mean, when you guys like Caleb Goff in the first half, he got a pick 6, a couple of tackles for loss for Cam Mallory and Barack Willis, a couple half sacks for Gavin Baker and Brady Dodd, and then another TFL for Jagger Ludoff. It's a pretty good-looking defensive squad.
Yeah. Yep. Ryan Sipes is your quarterback for Shelby County. Hands the ball off to number 16. He cannot get around the right side.
Looks like Charlie Kitts and
Trenholm Noah.
On the carry.
Yeah. Number 4, Lou Bearden, was able to make that tackle with a little bit of help from number 8, Charlie Kitts.
Loss of 2 yards, 2nd and 12.
Good to see Lou Beard in the ball game.
It is. He's a hard player. He really is. I believe he's a senior, and he's making his impact when he can. Desron Mobley, also a sophomore linebacker, is in at the game at 6'2".
There comes Barack. Look at Cam Mallory.
Oh, gosh, they're just trucking.
Successful play. Picks up a Wildcat first down.
Very successful play. Honestly, a great play call if you're the Wildcats. If you see how far that quarterback runs away from the line of scrimmage when he takes the snap, that's because this opposing team knows how quickly Barack Willis and company can close in on a quarterback. They're trying to get him a little bit of space to let these routes develop, and that's where you've seen him have the most success this week.
Looks like some confusion on the Wildcat offensive side. Sykes takes a snap, and look right there.
Wow.
Logan Hall.
Ja'Cory Miller on the carry.
We rushed 4.
Charlie Kitts.
Brought down by Logan Hall.
We rushed 4, and 3 of them were in the
Lost
backfield
two,
before the ball got to the quarterback. I don't know what happened there. It looked almost like a little bit of trying to think of the name of that book, and I'm completely blanking on it. I'll come back to you later.
That's stuff from people my age to do.
2nd and 12 for the for the Wildcats. Correction. Sipes takes the ball. He's being pressured. He's got room over here. They're closing in quick. He pushed out of bounds.
Number 23.
He picked up about 5 yards, it looks like.
Ernest Hemingway, The Sun Also Rises. That book has a whole lot of talk about bullfighters where they just ole. That's what it looked like from the offensive line, just letting the Moody Blue Devils defensive line just run past them there. It took me a second, but I got to it. How's that, Willie?
There you go. There you go. Good job. Good job.
3rd and 7 for the Wildcats. I'm assuming this is going to be 4-down territory here. Look at Cam. Oh, my goodness.
Oh,
look at Charlie Kitts.
Give that man his flowers. He's been working hard, playing the right plays, being in the right position. Comes up with a sack.
Charlie gave a big flex after the end of that play.
And number 10 is kind of getting up slowly. He had a lot of people. They're going to go for it. I heard it next door. Shelby County coaches.
Loss of 5 yards. 4th and 12.
Let's see if we can get off the field.
And they've got this football field spread about as far as they can spread it, receivers from sideline to sideline. Look for that quarterback to roll out for a slow developing route. Try to hit him for a big gain. Russian 5.
Oh, they had him.
Yes, they did. And then again.
And it falls short.
Looked like, Zane Smith and Barack Willis collided as they almost closed in on the quarterback. But either way, good result. Moody Blue Devils ends up with the football 1st and 10.
Even though we're up 41-6, I believe Jake wants to get another one on the board. This is a big rivalry for him. I don't know if you heard on the coach's show, when he played at Chelsea, this was his rivalry game. Now, I know he's not going to.
He's not going to run up the score.
No, but
certainly wants to make a point. Bright nursery in.
Yeah,
quarterback.
Abram Jackson's right up the middle.
Gosh.
There goes Abram. Good run. About 10, 11 yards there for Abram Jackson.
Great vision, great speed. When he sees the hole, he hits the hole quick.
First down, Blue Devils from their own 40-yard line.
They like to run the football with Brighton often when he's in. He's really an athlete in his own right.
Brighton takes a snap, little toss over to Abram. Great block on the edge.
Aiden Robinson.
Jackson at right end.
Aiden Robinson.
Brought down by
if any college recruiters are watching this game, he is an all-around wide receiver. He blocks well. He runs great routes.
We call him Mr. Reliable because he's never going to blow his assignment.
No. He is he's going to play at the next level. He just needs that opportunity.
He'll find his spot. He's an absolute dog.
So 2nd about 6 for the Blue Devils as Moody's on the move. Brian Nussery takes a snap. He's looking to throw. Oh.
Just overthrows Braden right there.
So it looks like we got some new offensive linemen in for the Blue Devils. Coach Slade starting to sub. So number 75, Ryder Hickson, a sophomore, 6'2". He is about 275 sophomore for the Blue Devils. I believe we got a new center. J.B. Myers is still in the ball game. I think at 62. So that's Grant Atkinson is your center now for the Blue Devils. So 3rd and Long 6.
I like it already. Oh, spoke too soon. Again, I mentioned they like to run it with Bright Nursery. Just couldn't get any daylight. It's going to take a second, just like any starting team needs to settle in.
Bring up 4th and 11.
These folks that don't get as many reps need to settle in and start playing some ball. There's still a lot of athletes on the field for the
They are, yeah.
Oh, yep, we like that.
Great kick by Bright.
Beautiful.
Great kick.
And we're going to stop it. Oh, man.
Inside the 10-yard line.
Love having a QB that
There's
can do that.
4 minutes and 5 seconds left in the third quarter. We apologize. We're having trouble with the game clock on your TV screen. But Moody is in command here. We'll stay here with it during this change of possession.
I know we got some awesome folks that keep up with us on the 411 network that either text in or comment scores from other games. So if you guys see any updates from other games that we made our picks on specifically at the beginning of the game, if you want to comment those below or text those in, we'd be happy to hear some updates. Specifically that Pell City game, I'd like to see where they're at.
So 1st and 10, Shelby County. Looks like their own 8-yard line.
Sean Barnes in at cornerback, Lou Bearden in with Jagger Ludoff as well.
Oh, my goodness.
Let's see who that was.
That's Baker.
Gavin Baker.
Gavin Baker.
And here's the replay.
Brought down by Gavin Baker.
Goodness, he was quick to that football.
Wow.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12.
I like that they're playing some younger guys with older guys. You got Jagger Ludoff in with Gavin Baker, learning to play alongside some guys that have more experience. Bright future for this team. Great play.
You're not going to – look at all them Blue Devils in there. I see Barack Willis on the pile, Brady Dodd, Logan Hall,
if we could
Lou Beard.
Yeah, if we could give any advice, it's run away from those interior defensive linemen. Try to get away from them if you're the Wildcats. They're creating a pile, not getting anywhere. We call what you're talking about swarming, swarming like a pack of bees. And I know a pack is not the right word to use, but I'm going to use it anyways.
So 3rd and 11 for the Wildcats. He takes the snap. He's going to throw. And he completed the pass.
Wide open. Taken down by Elijah Rutledge and a few others.
Anthony Palmieri on the reception. He picked up a Wildcat first down.
On the tackle.
Credit the Wildcat offense. They really see something they like. Quarterback's getting the ball, sprinting away from the line of scrimmage, creating some space for him, and then letting these slow developing routes happen, finding a hole and hitting it.
Is that something to be concerned about, Brad, that they showing some completed passes?
I would certainly be concerned because you don't play to the standard of your opponent. You play to the standard that you uphold yourselves. And seeing this be unsuccessful, this honestly is a great opportunity for us to plug up some of those holes, and it's probably one of the reasons you're still seeing a lot of starters in for the Blue Devils as well.
Yeah.
It's not about running up the score or showboating. It's about getting some reps that are going to benefit us later in the season.
So Sipes takes the snap. He rolls.
Just chunks it.
He chunks it up.
Oh, Elijah Rutledge.
Look at there. He is a player. Great interception. Elijah Rutledge, a true freshman for the Blue Devils.
And he's got a lot of reps this year because, Amon Lane, here's the replay. Amon Lane and Chase Jackson out. Elijah Rutledge played that just like a center fielder, ball way up in the air, and he says, you know what, I want that, and we'll take it the other way. Another pick for the Moody Blue Devils. That's good to see, especially from that young man.
So I see Jackson Randall still in, J.B. Myers on that right side. Bright Nursery with a snap. He looks to throw. He throws. Oh, almost picked off.
A little bit of hand fighting going on between those two young men, and no flag. They just let them play.
Bright Nussery's pass.
Kind of a 50-50 ball.
Intended for Braden Wright.
You really, if you can be picky and he's got a little bit more time, you want to see that throw to the outside shoulder to give Braden a little bit more of an opportunity to make it. But that's why we're getting reps right now for Bright Nussery.
Abram Jackson right up the middle.
Abram Jackson on the carry.
Positive yardage. Picked up about 4, so 3rd and 6 for the Blue Devils.
3rd and 6.
It's going to be 4-down territory, or you think they'll put Junior in for a field goal?
They may like Junior right here just to get a little bit more game experience. Again, check out Josiah. Dozier, wide open spaces. Unless that backer drops, a quick slant is almost a guaranteed touchdown. Oh, fumbled it, snap, and chunks up what would have been a screen pass out of bounds.
Yeah, that play, once he took the snap and fumbled it. Yep, Junior's coming in.
Josiah Dozier.
I like this call. He doesn't have a whole lot of game experience with field goals. A lot of extra points, but not a ton of field goals. So get him a little bit of reps, maybe benefit us later on in the season.
So this looks like this going to be a 34, 35-yard field goal.
Junior Marino to attempt the 33-yard field goal.
33-yard field goal.
Be pretty happy to know that he has this in his bag.
Snap, place, kick, and it's no good.
Not a great snap and hold there. Kind of fumbled it a little bit. That may have thrown Junior off.
Coach Wiley's not happy. You want to make that. I mean, this is something that, you're in a tight ball game, Brett. Do you, do you go for it or do you kick the field goal? So that's something they just got to keep working on.
Shelby County.
Well, I'll tell you that play is definitely going to factor into that decision if we get later into November and we have to make a similar one. And it's something they'll certainly spend some time working on this game. Hopefully we have some more opportunities like this because this is prime time. We're up big, 41-6. It's game time. A little bit of pressure still because he hasn't attempted many field goals.
Blue Devils are late getting onto the field. Ryan Sipes, quarterback for Shelby County. He's calling his play, waiting on the snap. He takes it, hands off, and not much there.
Not much.
Maybe 1 yard.
I mentioned early in the first quarter that we forced them to go one-dimensional with the run. Now it seems that we're forcing them to go one-dimensional with the pass. Almost all of their yards gained have come from pass plays, except a couple little sweeps here and there on busted plays.
Yeah. So 2nd and about 9 for the Wildcats.
76 for the Wildcats. Seems to be a little shaken up. Charlie Kitts is lined up over top of him. Over that wing as well.
Sipes is looking over to the sideline for his play.
22 Jagger Ludoff looks ready to strike as well. Timeout.
And that's the end of the third quarter.
Excuse me.
That's the end of the third quarter. Your score, Moody Blue Devils, 41. Shelby County Wildcats, 6. We'll take a break. You're watching the Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise.
This is Senator Lance
Remove your
Bell.
caps
I
for
want
the
to thank
lowering
you
of
for the
tonight's
opportunity
colors.
to represent you in Montgomery. I am so excited about this time of year as we watch our cheerleaders, our football teams, and our band as they perform on the field. And parents, I'm not forgetting about you. That's what's great about Alabama. I'm Senator Lance Bell. Thank you for the privilege to serve you in Montgomery.
Yeah, don't worry about camera 2. Camera 1's got it.
are back here at Bill Morris Stadium. We just had the lowering of our flag. As always, we want to thank our men and women serving all across the country, protecting us. Also, our first responders, our firemen, policemen, putting their lives on the line every day to protect us. We really appreciate your service to our country. We're back here, start of the fourth quarter. Moody Blue Devils 41, Shelby County Wildcats 6. We have somebody watching from Belgium. It's 4 a.m.
Wow.
And they're watching in Belgium, and she said, great job, go Blue Devils. We have Mason Teofillo's family from New Zealand watching.
International. How about that?
Yep. Jana Ulmer's in Belgium.
Why don't you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button as well?
That's right. Tell your friends.
Yeah.
We'd like to get to 1,000 before the season's over. Sipes takes the quarterback. He looks to throw. And pass is complete. Willie Strickland has Carson Dillashaw, I believe. Well, yeah.
Pass complete to Devin Alexander.
Who is at Southeastern Louisiana. He's home this weekend. Glad he made it home for homecoming. Willie, what you got with Carson?
I have the big fella down here. Carson, first of all, how you feeling? And tell us how everything's going for you down in Southeast Louisiana.
It's going good. It's nice to be back home. Had a nice welcoming from everybody on the staff and Willie and everybody here in the stadium tonight. It's a great atmosphere here tonight. It's homecoming. It's good to see everybody back here again.
Now, you got an academic award of some kind, did you not?
Yeah, you know, man, I got academic line leader of the week. I mean,
awesome.
Keep your grades right, and it'll all fall into place.
Speak the truth, brother. I'm proud of you.
Did you tell Coach Slade?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. There you go, guys.
All right, Willie, thank you. That last play pass was incomplete, but awesome catch from the head coach of Moody, Jake Gaines.
Still got his hands.
Yeah. So it's fourth down for the Wildcats.
He's in more receiver shape now than he was when he was at Georgia. He
was like 235.
He had buffed up for that position. He played hard. Fourth down, they'll punt it. Oh, no.
I thought they were going to.
They didn't call it, but they could have.
It'd have been probably 5 yards.
Yeah.
So Moody takes over from their own 45-yard line, looks like. So you're starting to see a lot of subs now for all those watching all across the United States and outside the United States. See if we can get some shout-outs. Looks like number 74, Braden Bankston, is in.
1st and 10, Moody at their own 45.
6'3", 305 junior. Bryant Ussery still your quarterback. Aiden Robinson's in motion. Abram Jackson. Number 62 there, got him a pancake. That's Grant Atkinson on that pancake block.
Boy, Grant. On the carry. Abram, I know we say this every time he gets the ball, but he just runs with a different ferociousness is a good word for it. He gets after it.
Play field gain,
see number 65 in there. Good pass. Oh, my goodness. That's K.D. Barnes.
That is K.D. Barnes. Yeah. And the Wildcats read that well, but he was able to make one guy miss and pick up a pretty solid chunk of yards there on second down.
Good throw by Broughton.
It was.
Ussery on that.
K.D. Barnes on the
it's good to see him in there on those screen routes, give him a little bit of confidence, just in case we need him moving forward.
Trying to get some linemen who haven't played much this year or in the game, try to give them some love.
Oof.
Oh, my goodness.
That was number 18,
Number
Connor
18.
Rogers.
Getting a little push and shoving in there.
Yeah. Looked like we were playing the, is it Matador? I think it's a Matador. Olay. He was able to make a play in the backfield. Fourth down.
Bring up 4th and 7.
Devil punt. Brighton's got a pretty good leg himself.
He does. Nice kick.
Blue Devil bounce.
The 15-yard line. We'll take a break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
37 yards on the punt, no return.
Excuse me, Mr. Grill Man. There appears to be a little extra burger on my burger.
Shelby County will take over 1st and 10 at their own 15.
You think this is just a gray metal box, right? Let's get a little closer. Closer? Amanda brand gas furnaces are designed, engineered, and assembled in the USA. So this baby is true red, white, and blue.
Welcome back to the Bill. Moody has just punted. Handoff. Ooh.
Big hit.
Noah on the carry.
Number 24, Desron Mobley, in on a big hit.
Desron Mobley on the stop.
26, Will Fisher runs in, the sophomore linebacker at 5'7", 180. He's going to get some reps himself.
Yeah.
See, A.J. Madison is still in the ball game. Sipes taking a little screen pass here. He's got lineman out in front of him. He picks up a Wildcat first down.
It's a good play from QB. He looked off the coverage, came back with a screen pass. The receiver was able to make some yards. In the game also, we've got Hayden Bowman. He was a captain tonight. He's playing safety. He's a senior at 5'10", 155, getting him some reps.
8 minutes and 55 seconds left in the ball game. We'll apologize about the game clock going out. We're having a little technical difficulties here. Sipes looks to throw, incomplete. He stays in bounds.
Yeah.
A.J. Madison defending over there.
A.J. Madison stop.
They're really hitting a groove. They haven't been able to put a drive together yet, but they hit a couple plays on every drive. But you kind of shake your head a little bit. I know these Blue Devils are holding themselves to a high standard, and they're going to want to get these things shut down.
So second and about 5.
Really opens up the playbook here for the Wildcats.
Takes the snap. Quick pass over. It's complete. Number 23.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Devion Alexander.
Very similar play to last. Just a short, about 5-6 yard out route. He's able to take it, get upfield a little bit, pick up a first down for the Wildcats.
Well, this is going to give some opposing teams something to look at when they play Moody. Again, we could be playing a different prevent type defense here that they know that we're up with such a big lead. Brady Dodd.
Attaboy Brady, getting in there and making his name known. Well, it's a different lineup. It's a different lineup, and we play different ways. And if you notice, they weren't really able to get a whole lot going through the air until the second half when our team looked a little bit different. This team's got to learn to gel together, this kind of, hybrid second and first team, just like any other team as well. So I'm not too worried yet.
2nd and 10 for the Wildcats. Takes a snap. He throws over. Again. Oh, great break on the ball. Is that A.J. Madison?
He's quick as he's a missile. That's 3 times they've ran that same little out route. 3 times they've been successful to pick up 4, 5, 6 yards per.
Yeah. 3rd and 5 for the Wildcats. 6 minutes and 47 seconds left in the ball game. So next week we will be on the road, traveling up to Springville, Alabama, home of the Tigers. Region 6 opponent. 8 seconds on the play clock. Takes a snap. Hands off up the middle. Oh, hello.
Let's see who's that.
I see Brady Dodd.
Will Fisher in on the tackle or Jagger Ludoff?
Jagger.
Brady Dodd and Jagger Ludoff met him right about the same time, but Jagger kind of laid the wood there. Good job, Jagger Ludoff. 4th and 5. Like I said, they're able to put a couple of plays together, but they haven't been able to really get a drive out. Number 25 for the Blue Devils, Colin Eatman comes in. He's a wide receiver, and he's a freshman. He's going to take the punt return.
So 4th and 5, I'd be look for young guys in there. Up, get the snap.
Stay off the punter.
Nice kick. Let it go, let it go, let it go.
Oh, it found its way into the end zone.
Yep. So Blue Devils will take over on their own 20-yard line. Again, congratulations to homecoming queen, Kendall Stevens. We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
As respected industry leaders, we are here.
Working hard for you.
In an effort to provide you with
excellence in sports medicine
and excellence in sports injury prevention.
We're here for the coaches, athletic trainers and mentors
who are shaping the next generation of legends.
We are here to help keep your kids and family
safe and healthy.
We are here for you.
Aggressively pursuing
victory over injury.
We're back here live at the Bill Morris Stadium. Number 37, Caleb Gorey is a junior, 5'8", 152, running back for the Blue Devils.
Caleb Gorey on the carry.
That last play picked up
about
4 yards. Brighton Ussery waiting for the play, letting the clock run down. 4 minutes and 56 seconds to go in the ball game. 9 seconds left on the play clock. He takes the snap. Hands off to Gorey. Finds a little running room around the left end.
Caleb Gorey at left end. Eli Holloman on the stop.
Do have an update on the Pell City game. It's tied 25-25 with Eufaula.
Tied football game. I think we all picked that to be kind of close.
So that last play picked up a Blue Devil first down. A lot of subs in the ball game. Number 40 Eli Walker, a 5'10", 190-pound junior tight end for the Blue Devils, or H-back. Gorey on the carry. He's running around. He's got some speed.
He does have some speed. Look at it.
He breaks a tackle.
Breaks
there he goes. Gorey's in the open. He's in the open. He may score. He may score. He scores. Look at the sideline.
No
flags on the field.
Hey, you've seen a couple times tonight where some young men who don't normally get to play have made a big play.
Wow.
What I love to see is these older players for the Moody Blue Devils go absolutely nuts celebrating their young guys.
Wow.
Wow, what a great play.
What a run.
Broke a few
look
tackles
at the replay here. The speed.
Man.
When he got in the open field, they were not going to. The guy had an angle on him, number 14, but he just ran right by him.
You think he wanted that one?
Wow.
Runs back into the game. Good job.
It was awesome to be down here on the sideline and see how this team celebrated.
They about ran over you, didn't they, Willie?
Yes, they did. I would have just stayed down, too.
They're going for two here. Number 33 is in the ball game, Kevin James. It's 5'7", 155-pound. 2-point conversion is good. Brighton Ussery.
That's how they like to use him, especially near the goal line. Just run a little bit of a wildcat. Also in that game on that touchdown play, Ryder Carpenetti, the brother of last year's homecoming queen, Harley Carpenetti, was in there to get a little bit of reps.
We're going to take a quick break. You're watching Moody Blue Devil football on the 411 Network.
Once the Moody Police have opened the gates to allow you on the field. Thank you for your cooperation, and go Blue Devils!
Contact Bart Perry for an auto quote today.
We are back live here at Bill Morris Stadium. Moody up 49-6 over Shelby County as the fans start heading to their cars. Moody is on their way for win number 5. Getting ready for play for the region is coming up. So Junior Marino set to tee it off. There's the kick, and we got a flag, and Coach Wiley is not happy.
Flags and whistles, flags.
Hat's still on his head, but he's not happy at all.
Looks like offsides.
We ran into that issue a few weeks ago. Been better. There we get hit again. Looks like we'll back up a little bit and try this whole deal again.
So again, we thank everybody that came out to the game tonight.
If you're still watching this football game at 49-6, I need you to take a moment and subscribe or follow on whatever platform you're at. You're committed at this point.
That's right. 4 minutes and 8 seconds left in the ball game. Remember, tomorrow night at 7 p.m., 411 Network will be live to broadcast the Metro team's championship game. That's a live ball.
Yes.
So Shelby County will take over. Looks like they're going to place the ball on the, actually looks like the 20-yard line.
DJ Price, number 17 in, a freshman defensive back at 5'6", 110. He's going to pick up some reps. Oh, until Sidney Walton comes in to replace.
Please report to the press box.
Hayden Bowman's still back at safety.
Big Logan Chambers, number 79, into the ball game for the Blue Devils, along with number 60, Alan White. Let's see what they can do here. See if they can keep him out of the end zone. Oh!
Will Fisher. Good play for that young man. That's Will Fisher.
Will Fisher.
He's a younger linebacker.
Sophomore.
He filled the hole and made the play. Good for you, young man. And then now, DJ Price, the freshman defensive back, will make his debut for the Blue Devils.
That play failed to gain.
Tyler Cruz, number 57, a senior linebacker in for the Blue Devils.
Good seeing some young guys getting some playing time in a varsity game.
And wow.
Ooh.
Looked like number 60, Alan White, a sophomore defensive lineman, 6', 255, was able to reach out and make the tackle.
Ryan Sipes looked like he came up gimpy a little bit. The way he fell, it didn't look good.
Alan White on the tackle.
Brock definitely had that running back in the backfield. Good thing. I'm sure he's happy he didn't get the football.
3 minutes to go in the ball game. Sipes takes the snap. Brock Willis. Pass is incomplete.
That's Kevin James in on the coverage there. We saw him as the running back on that two-point conversion.
Fourth down for Shelby County. Looks like they're sending in their punting unit.
Let's see who goes back to receive for the Blue Devils.
Number 13, Cooper Pennington, is the punter for the Wildcats.
No one back deep for the Blue Devils to receive this one. I guess they're just going to play it safe and let it roll.
Barack.
He really wants it.
Great kick.
I don't blame him. It's a really good kick.
And goes out about at the 33-yard line. 2 minutes and 43 seconds left to go in the ball game.
48 yards on the punt, no return. First and 10, Blue Devils at their own 33.
Nice homecoming crowd. Some still here.
Number 12, Boaz Thornton. Getting a look. He's a sophomore quarterback at 6 foot, 165.
Oh, my goodness. Look at number 37. Gorey on the carry. Ooh. Whew.
Caleb Gorey, bright future ahead of him. I mean, he's a junior, but he's making some moves so far. Maybe he
hit
wants the
that
ball
weight
a little bit
room.
more. Yeah.
Brady Blackwell on the tackle.
Picks up a Blue Devil first down. Looks like there's a false start, but they did not call it. Look at Gorey fighting for yardage.
He is. He said, one man's not going to take me down. That's
that
what you want.
play
a running
didn't look
back.
good. Now it looks like the referees are just letting it play out. 2 minutes and 19 seconds left in the ball game.
Kevin James back in as a running back with Boaz in at quarterback still.
Play failed again, 2nd and 10.
Boaz Thornton, sophomore quarterback, 6 foot 165.
Leap Raider and Ryder Carbonetti at the bottom of your screen at wide receivers. Kevin James fighting pretty hard too.
Still pushing, but they're going to rule him down at about the 49-yard line of Shelby County. 1 minute and 47 seconds to go in the ball game. 3rd and 9 for the Blue Devils.
Number 85, Alex King, a sophomore wide receiver, is in to play.
Brett, this was a good, solid game for the Blue Devils.
It sure was, and you love to see folks like Caden Mitchell, a freshman wide receiver, in getting some reps as well. It's always good to be getting your younger guys some reps. Boaz going to throw it, lefty.
Oh.
Oof. Had him but couldn't connect. That's going to bring up a 4th down. This was a great game. You're exactly right, especially with folks like Braden Wright and Chase Jackson coming back in off injuries. Get them a little tuned up, back to the pace of play that the Blue Devils are used to, and get them ready for Springville next week. I unfortunately will miss next week's game as well. Brett Madison will be back in the booth. He'll do a great job as he did last week, and after that, I'm back in the saddle for the rest of the season. Boaz going.
Oh, he's got it wide open. Oh!
Off the hands of number 14, Isaiah Hatch. Boaz Thornton put a pretty good ball up there.
Nice little spin on it.
Good throw, young man. I know he really wanted that one. It's going to be 1st and
Next
10.
week we are on the road up in Springville. We do not know the setup yet for the 411 network. We may be in the stands with the fans, but we'll make it work to broadcast the game. Again, probably will not show the game clock. I know tonight we've had trouble with it, and we're trying to figure out the issues, but the game's almost over. For those that are still watching, we appreciate it.
Jamad Duggar in, sophomore defensive back. He's getting in some reps as well. This kind of inverted wishbone look.
Great. Oh, goodness.
Swarming. It's
Number
a mentality.
Look like number 33 for the Blue
Kevin
Devils.
James.
Kevin James in on the tackle.
He's a two-way guy late in this football game. Ray Prater also in for the Blue Devils. Everybody's getting a little bit of playing time. Wow, it seems to be a mentality, a swarm mentality.
Yeah.
Even our backups of our backups are swarming to the football. That's when you know it's culture.
Yeah.
Skill levels are sometimes different, but the mentality remains the same even as time winds down in this football game. Less than
42 seconds to go in the ball game. 16 on the game clock, or play clock.
Ooh.
Oh. Ball.
Looked like number
Desron Mobley.
24. Desron Mobley said, I'm not done. He said, give me a forced fumble and a fumble recovery. Pat the stats a little bit. Good for him.
I think Jake will just tell his quarterback to take the snap and drop a knee. I don't know. I doubt Shelby County will use any timeouts.
Caleb Gorey with Boaz Thornton in at running back and quarterback.
Probably one play here, and that'll be ball game. And that should do it, folks. As we wind it down here.
These young guys want another one. Say, Coach, let us at them.
Connor Rogers on the stop.
And there goes Coach Gaines running out to midfield. Pretty much going to signify the end of this
Yeah.
one.
That's the end of the game. Final score, Moody 49.
Great game for the Blue Devils. For anybody watching from Shelby County, thank you so much for supporting 411 Network. And hope all of your players and fans have a safe journey back home. Thank you for coming out to the Bill.
We'll be on the road next week as we travel to Springville. It will be a tough region game. We're in region plays for the rest of the year, Brett. So we get Springville and St. Clair.
So speaking of St. Clair, they're down 50-14 with not much time left.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can get that Springville score pulled up for us.
Willie, if you can, try to get Simon Molay and Barack Willis and Jackson Huckabee for offense.
Wow, close football game between Springville and Aniana, the final on that one. Springville 21, Aniana 28.
I picked Aniana to win.
So did I. I went back and forth.
Oh, we're going to get Willie. He's going to get Jake Gaines real quick.
I lost him. I'm trying to find him again.
Got to get him before they get
He's over here coming back toward the sideline.
Okay, I see him.
He's talking to their quarterback.
There he is. You got him?
So we're going to go down on the field. Willie's talking to head football coach Jake Gaines.
Coach, what a great way to celebrate homecoming. And I guess on a personal note for you, defeating one of your longtime rivals.
No, I mean, I'm glad we got the win, but, man, we probably couldn't have played worse on offense. So we got a lot of stuff we got to fix. 41 points at half. KJ, late in the game breaks a long run, or else we get shut out right there. So we got to fix a lot of things, and eventually, we're going to face a team where we're going to have to score points to win. And I know it sounds crazy we scored 49, but we were set up with good field position all night. Defense, turnovers, pick six. Don't be fooled by that score. We did not play very well, and we got to continue to get better if we're going to actually make a run at this thing.
Well, next week we go back into region play. The next 4 games in region play, and the next 3 are rival games, starting with Springville next week.
Yeah, we're really excited. I love our home crowd, and I love playing at home. But man, it's we're gonna have our hands full. Springville, man, they're playing really, really good football right now. Got a new offense, a new system over there, and they've been in every game that they played. If they didn't win, they were right there at it. So we're gonna have our hands full. We gotta have a great week of prep, and hopefully we can play hard and get after it next Friday.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight, and we look forward to seeing you guys in Springville next week.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you for all you do.
There you go.
All right, Willie, if we can, let's try to get Barack Willis, Simon Molay, and Jackson Huckabee. Again, folks, we will be broadcasting the Metro team tomorrow night. They call them their seniors from the park. It's 5th and 6th grade. We're going to do their championship game, brought to you by the 411 Network, the broadcasting team of me, Brett Staggs, myself, and Willie Strickland. And we will hopefully some of the family members can watch from their comforts of their home. I know there's college football game tomorrow, but the little Blue Devils will be on the 411 Network. As Coach Gaines talks to his team, we're going to try to interview some players.
Before we jump into that, fun game tomorrow. Moody Blue Devil volleyball team is going to engage in the county tournament at St. Clair County High School.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Hopefully we can get the volleyball players to come home with a little bit of medal and see what happens there. They're playing well this year.
So we're talking about Springville. They took the loss tonight. They started out, and I know they've got a lot of players going both ways.
Yeah.
And that starts catching up with you as the year goes on, and you're in region play and non-region play. It's just football is a tough sport, as we all know, and you take a beating each and every week. So it starts wear and tear on your body. But Springville will be ready for Moody.
They will be, and I played Springville 4 times in my career. Luckily, my class of 2016, throughout our entire football career, we never lost to a county opponent. We always prided ourselves on that. But every time you go over to a county opponent's school, they got something for you. They got something lined up. So don't be fooled by their record. They've been playing some really good ball.
They have.
They went down in a close one tonight. And it's a tough place to play. I mean, the locker room is small. It's on top of the concession stand on the opposing
On the
side.
opposing side, yes, that's correct.
It's kind of difficult to get into your groove, and now this Moody Blue Devils football season is progressing into kind of the dog days, the grind, and they're going to have to grind out to get some victories going later in the season if we want to be playing in late November. Set us up with some region wins so that we can dance at our house the first few weeks of the off season. So, postseason.
Well, we want to get that region championship, but we've got a lot of games in front of us, so it's going to be tough. So actually, look at what Jake Gaines is doing. He's bringing the homecoming queen.
That's awesome. Kendall, a fantastic young lady.
And they're getting a picture with the football team. That is awesome.
That's fun.
Way to go, Jake Gaines.
I may try to get her on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Let's just interview her, Willie.
Sounds good to me.
And then we'll call it a night.
Sure. A couple of stats real quick while
Go
we're
ahead,
waiting
yeah.
to do that. Charlie Johnston finishes 10 for 15 with 102 yards. That's a pretty good completion rating. And he had 1 touchdown, 1 carry for 9 yards. Bryton Usry, 1 for 4 for 8 yards, 1 carry. Not so great. Boaz Thornton, he also threw some. Blaine Burke, 5 carries only for 66 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a 75-yard kickoff return for a touchdown. Abram Jackson carried the ball, 12 carries for 59 yards. Kevin James, 2 carries for 63 yards and a TD. Caleb Gorey, 4 carries for 10 yards. Let's see, Aiden Robinson, he played well, blocked well all night. Katie Barnes threw receptions for 44 yards and a touchdown and 1 rush.
All right, thank you, Brett.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go down to Willie real quick on the sideline. He has our new 2023 homecoming queen. Willie.
Kendall, I'm used to seeing you bang under the low post in basketball, but you've dressed up beautifully. What was your thoughts when they called your name as this year's homecoming queen?
I was very shocked and honored that my class and my school wanted me to be a representative of them. And I just love my class, and I was very, very surprised.
Well, you still got the rest of your senior year to go, so what kind of plans do you have for the rest of this year?
The rest of this year, I plan on having an amazing basketball season, enjoying my senior year, and hanging out with my friends, and always supporting Moody and always being a Blue Devil.
Do you have any thoughts of where you could possibly think about going to college?
Up in the air right now. I'm still getting some offers from different schools, and we'll see.
Like I said, I'm used to seeing her bang under the low post, and she's got colleges after, so that's a good thing. Young lady, congratulations to you. Good job.
Thank you.
And tell her congratulations from us up here in the booth.
And the rest up in the booth say congratulations to you also.
And Coach Staggs as well.
There you go. And Coach Staggs.
All right, folks, we're going to, as they sing the alma mater, we're about to call it a night here at Bill Morris Stadium. On behalf of Mackenzie Smith and Jonathan Woods, our camera operators, Zealand Bonds and Landon Hamlin also helping out on our video and Jumbotron, Talon Smith, our statistician, Ashlyn Cook, who runs our Jumbotron. For Willie Strickland on the sideline, Brett Staggs, Eric Parsons, our engineer and producer. I'm David Simpson. We'll see you next week for the Springville game, and also tune in for the Coach Jake Gaines show that will be broadcast on Wednesday nights. Thank you and have a great weekend.